Why is that not? Why is it not happening? There we go. Morning, guys. How you doing? Morning, Joe. Morning, John. Morning, Richard. Anybody want to come in for a chat? There you go. Pop in for a chat if you want, guys. I'm just deburring this bit of elm burr that I've got. I'm going to be using tomorrow. So I'll try it just to get down to see where the wood is and figure out what I'm actually going to do with it. So this is one of the bigger pieces. I've already done two small bits, smaller. Show you that. Did a small bit this morning. Took this, debarred this bit. It's got a nice bit of figure here. Might have to lose this bit across here. Big crack across there and across here. So maybe I have to lose some of that. See how that one goes. And I have another small one done as well. Massive crack down through here. But we'll see how that goes as well. So as I say, we're just getting ready for tomorrow. I've got a double live to do tomorrow. So we'll be on at lunchtime and then again in the evening. It'll be the same time. There's Richard Phil. Hi, Richard.
Morning, Brian.
Hi, Richard. How you doing, buddy?
Not so bad.
Are you sitting in the house still? What? You're not in the workshop?
I was sitting watching the MotoGP.
All right, okay.
But
That's
out
good.
to the workshop shortly.
Yeah. No fairs or anything on this weekend, no?
No, quiet weekend this weekend, Brian.
Good. Takes it some weekends, doesn't it?
Every now and then you need a couple of weekends off, which is nice.
You do. You do.
Apart from anything else, you need time to make stuff.
I get a chance to actually go and make something.
Yep.
Well, I was just up at the horses there and checked the horses, came back, and I thought, I'm not going to sit about the house today, I'm going out to the shed.
Yeah. We took the Scouts horse riding there last Wednesday night.
Uh-huh.
Of course, my allergies play. The only thing I'm allergic to is horses. But I ended up, because of my experience with horses, I ended up having to lead one of the horses for the whole session. Oh, nightmare.
Oh, bet you. How does that affect you? Just like hay fever or something, is it?
Just like really bad hay fever, yeah.
Yeah. Runny nose, runny eyes, and all that kind of stuff.
Yep, it's constant sneezing.
That's not good. Oh, somebody else wants to come in and say hello. It's Joe. Hiya, Joe.
Good morning.
Let me just change.
Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Richard.
There we go. See. So
that looks like hard work to me.
That's one of my.
Well, it's actually coming
off. One of my least favorite jobs, picking the bark out of burrs.
Yeah, it is. It's not the best job in the world, is it?
I tend to just turn it.
Well, I would, but some of it is a bit loose, Richard. So I was a bit.
Yeah.
See, like that big bit just flew off there.
Yeah, we don't want a big accident, do we, when we're watching?
My problem is that I've got a huge big crack in the end of this one. And it kind of goes all the way through there. So I'm trying to figure out just how much butter I have got that's solid.
Could you not cut that an inch cut the whole way down, Brian? Yeah.
That's just what I'm thinking. Just take it off about there, Richard, somewhere.
Yeah, that'll still give you, what, 4 or 5 inches depth?
Oh,
maybe more.
Maybe more. 6 inches, maybe.
Yeah, 6 inches. Yeah.
It's a big. I mean, it's a deep. This deepest part here. That's oh, that'll be 9 inches still.
Oh, plenty.
So it's a
And,
good big
and
bird.
you're not really losing too much of the bird taking that cut down there.
No, just a little bit off this edge.
Yeah.
Off that edge.
But you can always cut that off and use it in something else.
Well, that's what I was thinking. No, that was kind of what I thought too. Just cut it off a bit there somewhere.
Yeah.
See how it goes. I'll get the claw off it first. I'm getting
What
a neck.
type of wood is it?
I'm getting this elm.
Elm.
Fir elm, Joe.
It's a lovely piece. It was one big plank till I cut it up yesterday, or a trunk. I'm getting a
I've got
terrible
a
echo.
Made out of
Yeah.
fir elm. It's what got me technically into wood turning.
What, blood elm? Was it?
Yeah.
Very good.
It was at a craft show, and Glenn didn't realise that I liked wood so much, and that's how the journey started. I got the original lathe, or Glenn bought it for me. I never did anything with it, so it got him into wood turning, and the rest is history, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually might be quite therapeutic.
And this bit.
I know you're out of breath, but
Well, not really. I'm just
oof, oof, oof.
I'm just short of breath since I had COVID.
Oh dear.
Oh, work's never easy. Who else is watching? Oh, geez,
He's cleaning up as he goes.
I always clean up as I go. Douglas is in. Hi, Douglas. Chris Dodds. Hi, Chris.
Excellent.
Don't know where the echo is coming from.
It's probably me. I'm always the one that's echoing.
It's kind of disturbing.
That's a bit strange, that echo.
I can hear myself talking.
That's not a bad thing.
No, it's
You could hear me. You could hear me talking twice.
Well, that's true. You could be singing too. That would be. Ooh, I think I just made the list.
Richard and Brian.
Well, messenger.
No, StreamYard.
Oh, StreamYard.
Put
Live.
StreamYard so you can into the room. It's alright. It seems like you're used to doing it like I am.
I'm not getting an echo from Joe, just myself and Brian.
No, it's just coming through my headphones. So it's probably some of you guys listening on TV or something. It's just feeding straight back through again.
Well, I suppose I can come out a minute and put my headphones on, see if that's any better for you.
That might work.
Okay. Back in a minute.
See you in a minute.
I have everything else closed down, so.
That's Joe. There's no echo when you're there. Right,
Yeah, Joe, I'm not echoing myself anymore either.
No, it's Joe. Joe, it's all Joe's fault.
Careful, you get on the bad list, Brian.
Sure, I'm on it now anyway. Not be the first time.
Nah, I suppose.
I can get back up again. Just send her something nice.
Yeah.
Just make something, send it to Joe. She loves it. Oh dear. Who else we got in? I can see the chat from here. See who's in. Oh, there she's back again. Let me see who's this for. Hello, Joe.
Hello, is this any better?
Yeah, that's it now. We're sorted.
Oh, do you know, I knew it was my fault.
Sure had to be Joe. Whose fault could it be?
Mark's.
No, but Mark's from Turkey. You
That's
can't
not
be
the
blaming
point.
Mark. Okay, it's Mark's fault. I'm surprised Mark's not been in. He's been on social. He said before he went, I'll probably not be in social media very much. He's never been off it.
He's showing off, that's why, you know, that lovely sun. I mean, it's been quite nice here, but today it's a bit miserable and it's forecast showers.
You speak for yourself.
It's nice over
miserable.
here.
Have you got
Well,
nice up there? Ah,
Yeah, it's lovely up here this morning.
is it warm?
Yeah.
What? Where do I look out my door? Hold on a minute. It's cloudy here. There's not a breath of wind,
Oh, no.
and it's not too
we
warm.
have blue skies and it's lovely.
Ah, that's typical North Coast, eh?
Yep. It was good for the Northwest yesterday, anyway.
Yeah, that was good. I didn't see it yet. It'll be on the TV this evening, won't it?
Yeah.
Kind of
Do you watch that as well?
Well, the Northwest 2000? 200?
200.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that you watched motorbike racing.
I do. I watched that. I watched the local stuff.
Got you.
I'm sitting watching the GP3 on TV at the minute as well.
See, there
Are
you
you
go.
a biker then?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
See?
Yep.
I suppose you don't discuss things like that in a chat, do you, when you're watching somebody
Yeah,
would
no.
turn?
It's not a wood turning thing, so it doesn't get discussed.
We're about to
Unless
go
you're
to
Glenn.
the TT. Oh, well,
Yeah.
Glenn's different. Yeah,
Glenn just talks about his bike all the time.
He does, yeah.
He does.
Or his
Don't
troubles with his bike.
Yeah,
Don't-
he's
Don't mention the bike.
oh, no,
Don't
no,
mention
he's
the bike.
watching. He's watching.
Oh, God, don't mention the bike. The bike apparently is in Silverstone at the minute,
It is.
Oh,
trying to get
crossed.
salvaged. It's friggin' shocking,
Salvaged
really.
is probably the word. There's lots of bits on.
It's ridiculous. You know, brand new bloody bike.
Yeah. Well, at least it's under warranty and they're trying to fix it. And
Oh, that's true.
yeah.
just under 2 weeks before we go over to the Isle of Man
The Isle of Man, yeah.
for the
That's a
practice
great week. That's a great week.
Yes, I've been a couple of times before. I've been as a pillion. I went over on the plane, all in my leathers and everything, with this little rucksack, and the frisks me both ways. And then another time we actually went over on my bike, and it was good fun.
But yeah,
It's amazing how many different kinds of riders that you find when you're there. Some that are
Yeah.
really good, and others that are not so good.
yeah. I would fall into that category.
Not so good.
Well,
I
I did have a-
overtook some
did have a-
R1s on the mountain section. And
Ooh.
I know, and I don't go fast.
Why, were they
But
broken down or what?
no, they weren't. No, they were just steady away, very steady.
Yeah.
But
I used to own
love
a
it.
Kawasaki 250. Yeah, I think it was a 250. Can't remember now.
A wee
First
baby
time.
bike.
I'm not much of a
Yeah.
biker, like. I had
mine
it
was
for-
a 600. Was
I had
my
it
first
for,
bike.
I haven't got a bike license either, so I just
Ah.
ran it back and forward on the L plates to get back and forward to work.
Mind you, you'd qualify for age, wouldn't you?
Oi, oi.
Old grandpa ride.
No, there's no motorcycle bit on my license.
Oh, I'm one ahead of you there then.
Yeah, indeed. I can ride a motorcycle, but it has to be a small one. So,
I'm looking at something else. You can't beat it sounds really awful, a ride out on a motorcycle with the winds. I'm not going to say going through your hair because you've got your helmet on, but it's lovely. It really is.
I know what you mean.
Well, I don't have any hair for it to go through, anyway, so.
Oh, you've got the beard, so you could just feel the little strands move.
I was going to make a comment there, Richard, but not better.
It's all right, Brian.
There we go. It's not one done.
Yeah, just like that, and a clean up. I was saying to Glyn the other day when I was helping him that I wouldn't mind going over to Ireland and watch some of the road racing.
Yeah.
And
Some good racing.
See if Richard lives not
apparently
that
something
far away from
else.
it.
Don't you? Oh,
I'm I'm only, 15 miles from the Portrush for the Northwest 200.
Oh, you see, it's not a distance at all, is it really?
No,
No,
no.
just around the corner for Richard.
Yeah.
Couple of about an hour and a half for me to get there.
It would be, Brian, yeah.
That would be nice. Well, thereabouts anyway. Not that that's a long way to go, but
Maybe in the next couple of years. Might go over on a trike.
the problem is if I go from here, by the time we get halfway there, the roads are chock-a-block.
Yeah. Actually, be quite hard to get round, really, wouldn't it?
No, it's actually
Not
not
that
it's not that bad. I mean, the course is
No.
blocked off, obviously.
But there's plenty of back roads and side roads you can use to still get about.
There is, aye. Put some butter all over my workshop now.
Oh, we got here. You got.
I'm not looking at the screen, guys, so I don't know what you're doing.
Some people are camera shy.
Martine's hiding in the background, Brian.
Oh, it's Martine, is it?
Yeah.
Don't be such a chicken, Martine.
Jammies, jumper.
You haven't got her jammies on still, has she? Oh, for goodness sake, Martine.
Just the bottom half. Top half's clothes, but the bottom half still jammy trousers.
Although she's getting there, that's a good thing. She's getting there.
Halfway there.
Halfway there, that's right.
Yeah, but us women do things like jobs at home and what have you while we're in our jammies.
Look what I've got.
Exactly.
Yeah. That looks a nice cup of tea. Although I don't like.
Did a cup of tea just suddenly appear there?
I made it when I first came in. Who's in this chat? Anyway?
You made it.
Oh, yeah, I made it myself, yeah.
Yeah.
He's resorted to having a kettle in the workshop.
See, I have a. Oh, look. Right.
Can you remember can you remember
Yeah.
the times that we used to do the Thursday lunchtime lives? And then
Yep.
at the end, just about when Michelle was home, there was a chocolate
Yeah.
bar on the bin with a cup of tea.
That's
A cup
correct.
of
Have
tea
you
and-
noticed
cup
that
of tea
doesn't
and a
happen
biscuit.
anymore? Yeah, it doesn't happen anymore, does it?
No, she's
No.
she's fell out with that idea. And the rest of you guys want to pop in, there's another 4 spaces there if you want to just click the link that I put in the chat and pop in and join us. You'll be welcome. Oh, didn't do that bit very well.
Wow.
I've just noticed another bit. I'll be cutting a bit off of that too, I think. I might actually turn that bit. I might turn that bit today just to
Right.
see.
What it's like.
Yep.
What you're going to do, is it the big bit that you're going to do tomorrow? Tomorrow
This-
lunchtime?
This bit, I think.
Ooh.
Well, we'll decide now once we figure out what we're going to do with that bit.
Oh,
So that bit's kind of cleaned up. We'll give it a brush off later. See what it looks like. And now we've got this bit. Give you an idea of scale. That's 12 inches lengthwise. And across there is just over 12 inches too. And the bar it's everywhere. So again, I've got a great big. That looks like it's got wind shake in it. Around the centre core of the tree there, the pith of the tree is about here somewhere.
There's a bit of ring shake, all right. Yeah.
So there somewhere there's the pith would have been about here somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's ring shake, I think, just where it's got loose. So I'm going to have to lose some of that, I think. I have to cut that across here and then slice a bit off it too and see how it goes. There's been a great big branch out here as well.
can I just ask something?
Yes.
Not to do with that bit of wood, but there's a tree not a million miles from where I live,
Mhm.
and it's got a couple of bills on it.
Yep.
If you were to cut one off the tree, would it kill the tree?
No.
No.
As long as you leave, as long as there's bark on at least a third of the trunk, the tree won't die.
Ah, yeah. Well, the
So-
tree. Yeah.
You
Mm,
should be all right. Get your chainsaw out, Joe.
yeah.
Is it,
Lynn?
is it on public property or? Oh, look at that. That's big. That's
Ah, it's on the road. It's on a road edge as you driving out of Scarborough.
It's a pity we couldn't do something with these bits.
Yeah.
They look nice.
Some
Would you-
kind of different crafting.
I suppose you could put them in resin or something, could you?
Yep.
If you dried them out and put them in resin.
Ooh,
Did he
resin.
use that dirty? Did he use that dirty word, resin?
I did
He
again.
did.
I said I suppose you could put it in resin. Didn't say I was gonna. I've decided that
Be
resin.
interested if a parcel arrived on your doorstep and it had resin in it.
I might, but it's well expensive though.
Yeah, I've heard that it is. But look
Oh,
at some of the things
Somebody
that
else
you
wants
can
to come in.
make.
Who's this? Oh, it's Douglas.
Oh, God, no, that,
Hi, Douglas. How you doing, buddy?
you know,
Hi, Douglas.
Morning, Douglas.
Hello, Joe.
really
Hello, Richard.
exhausted, you know?
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, no, no.
Nice to
Didn't say
meet you.
that.
I'm not
Didn't say that to Richard, did I? Pleased to meet you.
No, you didn't.
I felt as a woman because I went
Ah,
to the-
no, but I feel as if I know you already.
I know, eh? It's an amazing little community that we have just on YouTube. Ah, dear. What are you up to, Douglas?
Don't think I heard
Still
you.
been mooning. I don't think he heard me, is right?
What are you up to, Douglas?
What I'm up to, just sitting around.
Not another one sitting around.
Yeah, quite right. Why not? Sunday, isn't
Joe.
it? It's Sunday.
Joe, look, hang on.
Yeah, all right,
Ah,
fair
no.
enough. Yeah, fair enough. I'll let you off. I'll let you off this once.
I just once. Don't be skiving all the time. Come on, get out and do something.
This is my breakfast time before
Breakfast?
going up.
Breakfast? It's 20 minutes to 11.
No time, I said. I've had my breakfast before I go and help Glyn. You see,
Oh, what are you doing today? Are you gritting today?
we are
Oh.
third day in a row.
I need to put an order in with them because I need some more grip too. Need to get an order in.
Ah,
Oh, there's a wee spider.
you use grit. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Right, of course you
I
use
can't-
grit.
I tend to buy a year's supply at a time.
Actually, it'd probably be cheaper that way, just for postage,
Yeah.
That makes
unless
sense.
you go to the shops. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
well,
suppose it depends how much you use.
Yeah.
I've only ever used it once.
what?
What?
Yeah, but
That's a
remember, I've not done a lot of wood turning. Remember that.
This is true, of course. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Where do you get your grit from, Richard?
I ordered direct from Yorkshire Grit
Okay.
HQ.
Oh, right. Richard says he orders directly from us. Oh. That'll be me that packs it then.
Well, why
Probably.
didn't you know? I mean, I don't
Well,
know.
when you only put in, say, maybe 2 orders in a year, you don't remember all the names when you're packing.
No, but
Well,
in the
that's
chat,
true.
I remember Richard feeling, so, it's...
You should know you by now, Richard. You've been
I
in
know
plenty
you by
of
now,
lives.
but from the chat, yes, I do.
And Joe's one of my resident earworms, so
I
Yeah,
am.
yeah, we know that.
Yeah, I've freed up my day tomorrow.
good. We're on twice tomorrow, Joe.
I know.
We might have Lewis, the Klondike craftsman, in as well. He's got some time next this week.
Very good.
He's actually doing accounts, so he's be sitting at home, you know.
Oh,
He-
counts, don't get me
he-
started.
Yeah, he might need a bit of a break from that, so I'll send him the link for lunchtime and the evening session.
You see, if I was trying to do that, we've lost Douglas. If
Was
I
he
was
away?
trying to
Oh.
do...
Oh no, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, Amy, see, here it comes. Add to stream, and there's Amy. Hi, Amy.
Hi.
Douglas is
Hi.
back.
Amy.
How you doing, Amy?
All right. All right. How are we all?
Oh, perfect.
All good this morning.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Morning,
It's a
Amy.
beautiful. It's a beautiful
Was that
Sunday
Douglas?
morning.
Morning.
Morning, Douglas.
You're back. You're back.
Morning. Hi, Michelle.
Who's Michelle?
Hi.
Why
Oh, you're looking at the chat. I'm not even looking at the
Oh.
chat.
Well,
I'm
somebody's
on
need to look
an-
at that because
Well,
I
I'm
can't see
on
it.
an iPad. I can't do it all. Without...
Goodness
Ah.
sake.
I'm the same. I'm
just
on
on
the
my
phone.
phone,
So
so I
I can't see
saw
the chat.
I saw the little thing pop up and went, oh, hang on, the chat. I forgot about that.
Cool. You can
That
monitor,
was my
you can monitor
youngest.
the chat then, Amy.
Good morning,
I really
Michelle.
can't see it.
I've worked out how to flick back to the chat now.
Ah, yeah, see.
Whoa, what are you
well, I
doing?
suppose I could do. I suppose I could do that. Amy, knock
Yeah.
knock.
That was me.
No,
Being
she was knocking at the door because she was backstage.
Who's that knocking at the door?
Oh, she's singing already.
Oh, Joe, don't sing. Joe, no.
Douglas,
let's-
yes.
No, no.
Now you can get at him, Joe. After all the abuse he gives you, he's right
Rich
there.
is gone. Rich
Oh,
is
Richard.
gone.
Oh dear, he'll come back if he's
Oh. Oh, hello, Dolly.
What? Hands I feel pity can be
Oh,
soft.
no.
Joe.
With
Sorry, I've stopped.
light brown Yorkshire gritty.
Oh, goodness sake, Amy's had it all day. Oh,
Hi.
why did I start this?
That's it. I didn't even finish it, so you know.
That was a duet.
Got to
Yeah,
support
two lots.
Joe. Everybody is out to attack her, but I've got to support her.
That's 2 lots of pain.
Thank you. What do you mean?
2 lots of pain, Douglas. Oh, Douglas.
You know that bad foot?
Yeah.
Don't be bringing it anywhere near Joe.
Yes. Well. I have
Careful.
actually recorded it.
Nice.
You haven't, have you?
Yeah, of course I have.
Orders what?
Right.
Why not?
What have you ordered?
I've recorded it.
Oh, recorded. All right, okay. I thought you said you'd ordered something.
Oh,
Wonder
no.
wonder
I'm
what you
saving
were
up.
buying me nice.
Nah, well, I might buy you some fudge.
Fudge.
I love fudge.
Fudge
Yeah.
from the Isle of Man.
Anything to do with chocolate.
No.
No?
No sweet stuff.
No sweet stuff.
Ah,
No.
come on.
Oh, I like a bit of chocolate.
Look, I'm not allowed singing. I'm not allowed fudge or you know what I mean? I'm not allowed anything.
Yeah, it's not-
No fun
Douglas
for
is
you,
just-
Joe. No fun.
Douglas is just kind of sucking the fun out of the whole thing, isn't he?
No, I'm saying for me, I don't.
Oh, for you?
do
Oh, yeah, okay.
any-
Oh, that's all right. then.
Any sweet stuff whatsoever.
Do you
You're
not?
No.
Is this for a medical reason or just you don't like it?
Well, no. When my heart decided that it was going to try and put me in a box,
Try and stop you, mean?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, well, that's
They-
different, then, isn't it?
they give me a load of pills, and ever since then, I haven't been able to eat sweet stuff.
All right. Okay.
No.
Wow.
That's fair enough. That's, yeah.
Don't know.
So
Don't know how
yeah.
lucky we are sometimes, eh?
My cousin, she's a couple of years younger than me, and she just is not keen on sweet stuff or chocolate anyway. So it's all right if you like that, but chocolate's my sanctuary.
Just sanctuary. Would you
Hey.
listen to yourself?
It's like heaven chocolate.
It's like,
It doesn't hit the
Joe?
stars when it goes down there.
Joe, if my missus has got any chocolate in the house, right, and she opens it, she's got to finish it.
So do I. So do I.
that's a common complaint.
Yeah.
You needn't talk there, Mr. Oosby, because I've seen containers you've made full of sweets, and
What?
Michelle's not seen any of them.
Sweet-
So
Sweets, containers. What are you
what
talking
about Easter eggs?
Oh well, that's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did eat a whole Easter egg after a live once.
you did.
When I turned the Easter egg, I ate the
Brian,
whole chocolate.
Brian, what do you mean after the turning? You started it whilst you was turning.
Well, that's true, did I? You're right, Douglas.
Then we
Brian,
knew. Then we
Richard's
knew.
back. So Richard's back.
Oh, Richard's back. Hold on. There we go. Richard's back. Good man, Richard.
Hey,
What happened there, Richard? Did you press the wrong button?
Exactly. Exactly.
it's easy to
trouble.
press that little button.
Yeah, I do that now.
Well, I'm kind of hoping that I won't have any mishaps tomorrow.
Mishaps?
Well, I kept getting knocked out of Terry's. So
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
last week. Yeah,
Yeah.
disaster.
Have you sorted it out, Joe?
don't even know what it was.
No.
Because when I did Brian's later on,
Yeah.
not a problem at all.
No.
That was
Isn't
Terry's fault then.
technology wonderful?
You sure it wasn't Terry?
Well, it might have been actually.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it was on the
yeah.
singing, wasn't it? Did you notice?
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed that,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
It
don't
was
think
trying
he's
to keep you quiet.
maybe.
that. And now Terry's
Go
away on
off some
holiday.
people.
That's why I'm doing tomorrow. Terry's on holiday. Again.
Again?
Oh,
Is he ever at home?
He's away sunning himself, I think, in Mallorca, I think.
I'm going to say he's got to that age where he's just enjoying life. Why not?
Yeah, he's just right.
Why not?
Oh,
Just leave it there.
this is actually starting to get a little work. Right.
Oh, we're enjoying you working hard. Yeah, we like watching you.
Yeah, thanks.
Brian, what
Yes,
was
mate.
what was that swear word you
Normal
just
French.
used?
Swear word? Oh, right. The W word.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't use it very often.
No.
I don't need it very often, to be honest.
What time of day is it with you, Amy?
It's
It
Amy.
is 7:47 on what? By the way, Sunday night. Oh my goodness.
Sunday night.
Yeah,
And
so you're
it's,
about
Yeah.
8 hours ahead of us.
11:15 on Sunday morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Time for another quick
I'm in
tidy
the
up.
future.
You're in the future,
Yes.
right?
Fair enough.
Future looks beautiful. No, it was a
Brian.
nice day here today, which was good. It was it looked overcast, but it was still not muggy, but it was warm. It was nice. You could just wear a t-shirt. You didn't really need a jacket or anything, which was good. So
Oh, it's only 25 degrees then.
yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. You guys have some good summers.
Anything above
Yeah.
10 degrees wearing t-shirts.
Yeah, that's a bit like us over here. Although it's
Yeah.
quite still here, so I reckon it would be quite warm outside.
Well, it's 19 outside. 19
Is it?
outside here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about. Let me see what temperature it is in my workshop. Let me see
That
what
was my
temperature it is.
youngest, Olivia.
See what temperature it is in my workshop. It is
Oh, he's going to show off now.
14 degrees. Oh, the heater's not on. It's just 14 degrees in here
That's
today.
nice.
That's all right, isn't it? Yeah.
Brian, where did you go shopping for your burr?
This one,
Yeah,
I didn't.
you didn't.
Somebody gave it to him.
I didn't.
Terry
I-
Bartlett's in.
Oh, Terry, is he?
Terry?
Hi, Terry.
Ah,
How
now
you
I've
doing?
got. This is somebody who's
Morning,
a fan
Terry.
of my singing.
What was I going
Oh.
to say then? Yeah,
How
I
much
buy
you
my wood
paying
from
him,
Richard.
Joe?
Douglas, I
Yes.
buy my wood from Richard.
Right,
Any wood that I do buy.
yeah.
Is that one of the pieces from up the field, Brian?
This bit I'm working on now, Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the big lump that you gave me.
Oh, that was the log.
Yeah, the
Right.
trunk, the log, it was
Yeah.
just a log.
Well,
So cut it into four. So I get
is that
most
what
of
you
my.
do for a living then, Richard?
No,
He just does it for fun.
I manage a wee woodland. There's an old estate up near Bush Mills. It's a charitable trust, and I manage the woodland for them. So I get lots of free wood.
Oh,
Well,
that's good.
it takes a lot of sweat equity, let's put it that way, and a lot of petrol and chainsaws.
Oh dear. That's quite handy, is that, isn't it?
Mm.
It is. He gets lots of bits of wood from the estate, and then
Yeah.
he has
but
to work for it. I mean, he has to maintain the wood and everything, so he doesn't get it for free.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't actually pay for the wood per se, but he pays for it in labour.
We don't get paid. Don't get paid for managing the estate, but we get all the wood.
There
Yeah.
you go. See,
There's a lot
Oh,
of
I bet
work
you're-
involved in
That's
managing that, though, isn't there, Richard?
There's what?
A lot of work involved.
An awful lot of work. Yeah.
oh yeah.
But I say we're at the stage now where maybe 1 or 2 days in a week, and that's all we need to go up. So if even.
Ah, you see, look, it's the doddle, isn't it? Then.
So we've got everything.
It's a
We've got the woodlands sorted now. So
Thank
it's just if trees come down or trees come off in storms, we'll go up and take them apart.
Take
Do you
them
do any
apart. I like the way.
work?
Do I do?
Coppice work?
No,
Coppice.
no,
I've got
no coppice.
half an acre.
Unfortunately.
I've got about half an acre of willow that we planted, which is in a kind of wet, boggy bit. That I'm going to start coppicing now. So that'll be the next
So what are
thing.
you going to make with it, Brian?
What you say, buddy?
What are you going to make with it?
I've no idea yet. Just it's the trees that are there now would be about 20 years old now, so they're a fair size of girth. So I'll be able to turn some of it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to cut right down in the ground and let it regrow from the bottom.
Yeah.
I'll take out every other tree to begin with.
Have you got into turning yet, Amy?
My youngest, Olivia.
Olivia.
Ah, a young person turning. You
Hello.
got into
She's very shy
turning.
too. She's very shy, like.
You can talk to us with your arm over your eyes if you want.
Say hello, everyone.
I was wanting to hoover the floor here. That's what I was wanting to do.
That's the third time that vacuum's been out since I've been here.
Oh,
Yeah.
quite. Well, be sure you need to keep the place tidy. You can't have a dirty floor.
You can come down
Oh,
here and do my place if you want to as well, Brian. That'd be lovely.
If you're paying the fare, that'll be fine. I'll nip over.
It'd be absolutely
I-
shocked if it's on my workshop at the minute.
Yeah,
I'm not
my
watching
roll's
any
always
comments
going back.
whatsoever.
My
I'll
late's
let
now
you-
6 inches lower than it used to be.
No, your floor's, you mean your floor's 6 inches higher than it used to be?
Well, that could be.
Nice.
No, afraid
I
I
live
can't work.
next door to a cemetery, and last year, we had some quite strong winds, and a huge willow that had only just been checked out by the local authority to see if it was safe came down.
Ah,
This enormous great big thing it is. It's about 3 foot in
3 foot across.
diameter. Yeah,
you
yeah.
take your chainsaw and grab
Must
some.
be a fair
Get
age
at
of a
it.
tree.
Yeah, well, it's on
Woodturning by
private
Barry
land,
Dean.
so
Hi, Barry.
Right, so let's have a look at this overhead here. This piece of wood here.
I think wood turning by Barry's in, Brian.
Hi Barry, how you doing, buddy?
No.
He says good morning, everybody.
Morning,
So
Barry.
this
morning,
little
Barry.
piece has got that ring shake in it as well. So
I
we're
reckon
gonna
that's
cut-
going to be gorgeous when
I'm
it's
gonna nip it
turned.
off.
What-
I think I might just nip it off in the bandsaw across here.
All right, it's Michelle Oosby that's in. Wasn't so sure whether it was.
Now, who
I didn't know
would
whether
you
it was
expect?
Michelle.
Morning, Michelle.
Thank you.
Hi, Michelle.
I didn't know whether it was Michelle Higgins.
You want to
Sorry,
see this-
Michelle.
You want to see this bandsaw?
Right.
I suppose you do.
Oh, Richard, Aston, I want to make stuff. He's asked if you want to be best friends because you can get the wood.
Aston, right, Aston. Why can't I
Yeah.
never remember your name, Aston?
No, I couldn't remember it either, so I had to abbreviate it, saying hello. Some names stick. but others don't.
Yeah.
Joe, yours sticks because you are the painful singer.
Ooh.
Do you know, it gives me abuse in the chat and he's giving me abuse online today.
He's not a bit afraid, sure he's not.
The thing
No.
is,
You're too far away.
are you in Essex?
Oh, yeah.
Essex.
I was just guessing. That was quite a good guess for me.
Hey, mate.
You're not that far
Hi.
away.
Where about in
I'm not on
Australia
the
are you?
coast.
So am I.
I'm in Victoria, in
Victoria.
a suburb called Pakenham, so the southeast of Victoria.
Very good. Very good.
And Chris Dodds is up north in Queensland.
Mhm.
Sid and Jay are in South Australia, so they're about 7 to 9 hours away from me. Robbo's only 30 minutes down the road from me. I made Glenn jealous before because I'm only an hour away from the Phillip
Yeah.
Island racing circuit. So, yeah.
Very nice. Right. I need
And I
to,
bet
Glenn's
you don't-
listening to all of this.
I need to
I
nip
bet you
door.
don't even go to watch the racing.
I'm just going up next door because my extractor's not working.
Good.
I have, and it's a tradition. We go to Cranbourne, which is one of the suburbs that they go through to get to the island, and everybody parks up on the side of the road and watches all the motorcycles go past
Daniel sent
that
Rita
go
a
up for the
lovely letter
races. It's
saying all
fantastic.
the cards over what?
Oh no, I've just knocked all the
I'm
pens
watching,
over.
and I am part of a live.
You're watching.
I'm part of a live.
That sounded like I'm watching and part of a
A
live.
live. Yeah, I am.
Correct.
Part of.
Morning.
Morning.
Hard time.
Morning.
Oh, okay.
Just way back. Sit down.
That's who-
That's
saying
the
morning?
missus.
You've now embarrassed her.
I missed it. Get her back again. I missed it. I was outside at the shed.
She's got nice shade of red.
So my extractor is next door through this wall, and I have the remote switch for it here.
Ah, look, you're showing off.
I know. So let me just cut a bit off this.
And your bandsaw's bigger than mine as well.
That's what she said. Sorry.
That's what he said.
So I couldn't help myself.
I know.
Joe,
I've just ordered myself a new cam
Yes,
back
to
for this week.
You what, sorry?
I've
Sorry,
ordered a
Richard?
new cam back this weekend for this week. Getting the new triple motor cam back.
Oh,
Triple.
Yep.
Oh, fancy.
that
So I
is,
might
isn't it?
actually get a clean shop for a while.
For
Yeah.
a while.
It only stays clean if you clean it, Richard.
No, I do clean, but my last vacuum system packed up on me, so
Oh, I see.
It's been a while.
Is it
Yeah, no
expensive?
it was 640 quid.
Wasn't too bad.
Wow.
There's another bit of firewood from Michelle.
the only problem I
back
have
over
is
to the left.
fine dust everywhere.
Yeah,
No, you shouldn't have fine dust everywhere.
that's the
use
dangerous
Yorkshire-
one.
If you
I've
use
got
Yorkshire grit,
nothing
you
to
won't get
pick it
it.
up. Oh, well, yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
You're not getting AC 400, no?
No.
Maybe you should invest in one. So
That's
at
why
the, end
I-
of at the end of every session I have, I kind of go around with the air, put my mask on, go around with the air hose and blow all the dust off all the surfaces,
Yeah.
switch
Yeah.
the AC 400 on and leave.
Yeah,
And that gets rid of most of the dust. There's very little dust on any of the surfaces in my workshop.
Yeah, you don't
How
want
tall
to.
is your workshop, Brian?
How tall is it?
Yeah.
You could eat off Brian's workshop floor. It's that clean.
Yeah, I know.
I can touch the roof, look.
8 foot, 9 foot.
Yeah, it
Brian's
should be.
giant.
Yeah, Brian,
Yes, mate.
my workshop's about
4 foot by 6 foot.
a foot taller than I am.
All right, okay.
Oh, well,
So,
you've
I've
no
got no way.
excuses then.
yeah, I
Well,
have.
Yeah, what you need then
It's
is a little
20
lean-to
foot long
outside,
by 20 foot wide.
only small.
Oh yeah.
Susie, Susie, the
Susie.
Swift wood turner is in. Hi,
Hi, Susie.
Susie.
Morning,
And
Susie.
Hi, Susie.
Ashton has said to Richard, you want to get a floor port and just sweep it in with that sort of power. That will be perfect.
I have one ordered.
That's what I was thinking. About.
Oh,
Ooh.
blooming he's right. He's spending his money, isn't he?
Pre-planned,
Well,
eh, Richard?
Pardon?
Pre-planned.
Oh yeah, I've been looking to upgrade for a while because I have the same problem with dust that everybody has, and my old record player vacuum just wasn't cutting it. Then it died, so
Yeah. All
just
I've got is, do you
There's
know
my extractor going through the wall.
the bag collectors
yep,
where you've got the bit in the centre and you've got a bag top, a bag bottom.
yep,
What I've done, the centre piece, I've converted that to a 2-stage.
yep,
Put a giant filter on one end of it. The other part of it, it fills into a super dust deputy cyclone.
yeah. The cyclone, yep,
Yeah, and into a bin.
yeah,
It's still, the fine stuff still gets away from it.
yeah.
There
Just
were
not enough
always big
suction.
joint stuff if you haven't got got enough suction. So mine's
No,
got
but
I've got a twin
it's
motor
running.
Motorbike.
It's running through a 4-inch pipe, Brian.
Yeah, but it's the airflow through the pipe. You need more.
Yeah.
More CFM.
That's why I bought.
More
That's why I
suction.
went for the triple motor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have the double one, which you can switch a motor on or off. Or
Yes.
just put them on all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can't mess about with dust, can you? Really? At
No.
this
No,
day?
no.
No.
I bought one of those JSPs,
Yep.
headmaster jobs. I've got one of them as well.
Yeah.
One of those.
That's
Yep.
it.
One of those.
Yep.
It's the bike. Great. It's a great piece of kit. You can wear it all day too, which is
Yeah.
It's quite light, is it?
that's
Yeah.
Very light. Yeah.
yeah. It's light and it's well balanced. That's the thing, because the
Yeah.
filters are on the front of the motor.
It doesn't give you any neck strain at all.
No,
using
not at
it.
all. No. It's, Yorkshire gets it.
Green
small pipe.
said smaller pipe or more air volume.
Yep.
So
And quick.
the Camvacs are designed to work with a 4-inch output or a
Yeah.
4-inch input. So if you reduce the input, you reduce the suction. Apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
If you go from 4-inch down to 2-inch, Amy, you're actually
Yeah.
physically reducing the amount of air it can suck through.
Just like you're just kind of restricting the flow. As
Yeah.
soon as you
Right.
reduce- it's a bit like crimping a hose. If you squash a hose, the flow gets. Same idea.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Your
That
vacuum
makes sense.
cleaner- Your vacuum cleaner usually works on a 2-inch hose, but it's got a real powerful motor in the back of it, and that's just for sucking things up just real close to the end of the nozzle.
Yep. Yep.
But with
Not made
this,
for pulling it out of the air.
with this thing I've got here,
Yeah.
with the 4-inch hose on it, it sucks away out this way.
Yep.
Well,
And
everything
you
comes
see it
off.
working as well when you
You
turn.
can,
Aye, that makes sense.
makes a big difference.
Yeah. So if you was to use a normal household hoover in that
Mm.
setup, it wouldn't pull in as much
No, it
as that is doing.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
You learn something every day.
Exactly.
Well,
Well, that's
still
why
there.
I'm always asking questions in the
Yeah.
lives. I'm like, well, hang on, this just popped into my head. I need to know the answer. It might sound like a silly beginner question to everybody else, but I'm learning,
Doesn't
so
matter.
I want to
Amy,
know.
Amy,
Yeah.
if you ask Richard, if you ask Brian, if you ask Joe, there is no silly question. The only
Such
silly
thing.
question is one that doesn't get asked.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
Thank you. It makes me feel better.
Best
Sometimes
answer
I'm like, sometimes I think, oh, should I ask? Shouldn't I
Just
ask?
ask.
But
Oh,
yeah.
go ahead,
Yeah.
ask.
No. Why
I'll
not?
tell you why you should ask Amy, because there's probably another 50 people doing exactly the same thing.
Who are
Thinking
afraid to ask.
exactly the same thing. Thinking, well, that's a stupid question. I can't be asking that. Ask it anyway.
Yeah.
Because there ain't any stupid questions.
No, no.
Yeah.
There are only stupid instructors who would make you feel a bit
Yeah,
naff for
True.
asking a question.
yeah. I've asked a
True.
few turners questions, and I haven't really answered them. They've almost demeaned me asking the question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
You know,
that's just poor instruction. That's all that is.
yeah. Almost like they're higher than I am. You know,
Yeah.
they're not on my level.
No.
And I'm
Yeah.
like,
You get
okay,
people
and
like
I'll
that.
just walk away. I'll leave them. I'm not.
Quite right, mate. Quite
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
ask a lot of questions, Douglas, when you're in the chat.
He does.
Well, the thing is, my wife bought me a lathe. Oh, what would that be now? About 20 years ago, from B&Q's,
Right?
and it sat in its box for those 15 years
Oh, much love,
Right,
President.
okay.
until we moved into this house, where I had a big enough space at the bottom of the garden to actually build a shop.
Yes.
I should
And I've
probably.
been using it for the past 3 years, and it is a bucket of junk.
What is it?
It really
Rich
is.
is taking us out. Look at this.
The tail
Look at
stock.
I'm going to find the charger from my phone.
He's away,
All right.
Richard's gone mobile.
It's got mobile. Yeah, the tail stock.
Uh-huh.
When you actually wound it out to make contact with a piece you was turning,
Hmm.
you would have like an inch of play at the top end of it.
All right, okay. That's not much good.
So, you know, I've
Thing
turned
is, if you
stuff
don't know
on
any
it.
different,
I've turned stuff on it. I've put up some pictures, but not many, because I'm not really set up for doing stuff.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Oh,
What
there
is
you
it?
go.
Oh, look at that.
Here you go.
Very
I've
nice.
taken
Very
you.
nice.
I've
Like it?
taken you guys mobile outside with me, and this is. There you go. That's the
And it's
view.
gone
there's a bit of a
mobile.
difference.
Is it dark outside? Oh, look.
It's dark. It's nearly 8:10 here, and it's just gone dark. Got my little fairy lights.
Lovely. I've got
One of
loads
the
of little
kitty
lights around my garden too. Michelle likes lights.
Yeah, I'd like lights. I haven't
There's
got
another
any, but I'd like them.
There's another two just appeared. in
The
the
thing
front
is
and
that
little
there's that
paper in the
many
front.
nowadays. You never know what to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
Michelle goes to Asda and brings them home.
Yeah, I know. But you,
Oh,
There we go. That's not nicely cleaned up.
are you
There we
sorted,
go.
Richard?
Charger sorted. We're all.
You're all plugged in.
At this
Oh,
rate,
but-
I'm going to have to.
I don't know if you noticed when I went out to the car there, the whole back of the car is full of wood.
No, I didn't even
Surprise,
look.
surprise, Richard. Surprise. Why, you
Brian.
come in my direction? No?
Richard, is that my
Yeah.
delivery?
There is actually, hang on.
No,
Oh,
I'm
here he's
talking
away
about-
again. Look.
I'm talking about the back of the van. Is that my delivery?
Well, yeah, I'm just going.
He's just away to book his ferry ticket.
Way to turn this round. Can you see that?
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
goodness!
That one's to get cut up for you, Douglas.
See, there you go.
Just like that.
Richard, let me
Yeah.
know how much for shipping and that.
Never worry. We'll get it sorted.
Yeah.
I have just been, as Brian knows, I've been up to my eyes recently.
Yeah, there's a bit, yeah. There's a bit.
I think it's done
No,
really.
I can't settle.
Too many shows. You see the nice pens Richard made? I think it was last week.
Yeah.
Or this week, was it?
Actually,
Yeah, this week?
I've got a couple of blanks sitting on the lathe at the minute that I got from Wendy, Twin Fish Crafts.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
the couple of hybrid blanks, I've got them drilled and glued up out there, so that's what I'm going to be doing today.
Lovely.
lovely.
Here's Joe. Here's the Hoover coming out again.
Oh my goodness!
Brian, I'm surprised that's still going. the amount you use it, I'm surprised it hasn't exploded.
German engineering.
What was it? Amelia.
Vorsprung durch Technik.
Oh,
No,
Keith
it's,
Jarvis is in. Hi, Keith.
What's
Okay.
up,
Oh,
Keith?
morning, Keith.
Morning,
I'll just
Keith.
keep saying
Morning, Keith. How you doing, buddy? I'm only just passing the time this morning, so I'm not.
This is
very
Grant. Amy's got the chat up so she can tell us who comes in.
That's good. Excellent.
she's doing a good job of it as well.
Yeah.
Got this,
I'm trying. I'm trying.
I've got this
my
little,
best.
got this little square bowl that I need to decorate somehow, guys. What do you think?
Susie, for me in
A bit of
Victoria,
pyrography.
it's 8:10 at night. And I think Chris Doddsy, are you the same time as us, or are you behind still? I think they're an hour behind up in Queensland, I think, at the moment. I don't know when, with all the time changes and everything like that, why can't we just leave it at one time for forever?
I agree. I absolutely agree with you. Just leave.
Well, part of America, they've actually
They've done
fixed
that,
it.
haven't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah,
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
I think I saw that. Yeah.
Some bits of
Yeah,
America.
nobody else has to.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah, Dodsy's the
I
same
can't-
time as me now.
I can't understand why we still do it now. There's no point to it.
It's bizarre. It's truly bizarre. Keith, thank you for asking and caring. My mum is doing really good. No damage, thank goodness. She's under the care of her GP now, so yeah, but she's doing really good. Thank you for asking and caring. It was a scary time, I tell you, when I got that phone call.
Richard,
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Fine.
how have the shows been going?
Very, very good so far this year.
Just
I must admit it. I've turned
This
over
is
quite a
my
bit of
eldest.
burning.
Joyce said hello.
Morning or evening to you.
Amelia, my eldest.
Hello, Amelia.
Ah. So you've got Olivia and Amelia.
Yes.
Right. All right, fair enough.
And
Goes a pair.
I get them confused. Well, I don't get them physically confused. I get their names confused all the time.
Yeah, that
and I've
happens
only
with age, though, Amy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll be 40 in December. I mean, yep, I'll be 40 in December.
Still a
I have
pup.
to
You're still a young chicken. My
Thank you.
eldest's older than you are.
Oh,
I'm older than you are.
I'm a lot older than she is.
I'm still trying to come to terms with, yeah, turning 40 in December.
No, yeah, it'll be a breeze. It was when
It's
I
only a
turned
number.
30, it was hard.
When you
Yeah.
turn 60, that's when it sort of like rings home.
Don't say that. That's my next big birthday. That.
I've
No.
gone past that.
But none of you look your age.
Say that again, Amy.
None of you look your ages.
Except for
You all
Brian.
look young.
Yeah,
except
Brian looks about
Okay.
90.
Okay. Is Brian prehistoric, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brian, we can't hear you.
Brian's huffing.
you're muted.
No, I muted myself when I
No.
was at the band order.
Ah,
So I'm back now. I had a little cheek.
Hello,
I'm not prehistoric,
You're back
Amy.
No, I don't think you're prehistoric. That's what they were alluding to. That you were
oh
prehistoric.
no.
Yeah,
No.
they're
Oh,
Very,
yes,
very
yes,
bad.
yes.
You're getting me in trouble now. I don't like being in trouble.
Oh, I do.
It's a very
Because I can never get out of it, so I might as well just enjoy it.
True.
Joe's
Very
trouble.
true.
Joe's trouble central.
Yep.
Tend to be. It tends to follow me around.
Joe's a bit like a goat. She's either coming out of trouble or getting into it.
So what are you guys up to this afternoon?
Watching Steve.
Well, at the moment, we're talking to you. Oh, no.
You're
Yes,
Steve.
Steve.
I've been workshop.
I'm going to watch
You're in the
the Steve
woodshop.
and Nicky show this afternoon.
I'll probably have Steve on the background, but I'll be in doing a bit of turning.
Doing
Yep.
turning.
Good.
Chris Dodd's the same age as me. Did you know?
Old, did you say?
Brian froze, did you?
Right,
Froze in, Brian.
the wood dude said, have you read the wood dude's comment?
No.
Yeah.
Why aren't all these people making stuff or in church? I don't do church, Stephen, at all.
Well, I'm making conversation, so, you know.
Yeah.
We've just lost
Hi, Ben.
Richard again.
Richard's just disappeared again.
Yeah,
He fell out. Oh, he's back again.
He's got a touch of your stuff, Joe.
Yeah, I think
he has, hasn't he?
No, it was a mention of church. My phone just died.
that's what it was. Wasn't it?
No, you pressed the wrong button. You pressed the wrong button again, didn't you?
Even my phone doesn't like the word church.
You see my latest book that I'm
Learn
trying
to
to learn how
turn.
to turn, boys. A Beginner's Guide to Turning by Barry Gross.
My beginner's guide to turning is watching you guys live and videos.
Yeah, that's what I've done. That's how I've learned most of it. But
That's how Glyn
Now
started.
I've now started to read a few books and stuff as well. So,
That's how I started as well, just watching YouTube.
yeah,
How long have you been
yourself.
turning, Richard?
5 years.
Oh, so relatively short
Oh yeah.
space of time. Yeah.
So Brian knows the story. I saw it done when I was a kid on the New Yankee Workshop. Always wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Never got the opportunity from life, work, whatever. So when it came to a significant birthday, it was, if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. So
What was that?
Without-
20, Richard?
yeah, I wish. Bought the lathe, bought a set of tools, gave my wife the receipt and said, "There's my birthday present."
Oh, that's cheeky.
And proceeded to teach.
very,
Hey,
very cheap.
best birthday present ever.
And it,
Yep.
and it was all £12.99, wasn't it?
Back then it wasn't far off, but it's certainly a lot more now.
What we need,
Everything's
what we
up.
need, what we really need to know is how many lathes have you had in between?
I started with a wee Clark 37.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got a small Axminster. Then I got the Axminster M900. And then I jumped up to the Stratus XL.
There you go. See, just a bit like myself.
Richard, there's a VB36 with
I've seen it.
everything.
Yeah, we've all seen it.
That's with the long bed on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's only $5,000 too, I know.
Yeah. That's
What a
change
steal.
out the pocket, isn't it, Richard?
I know that. Hey, if I had a way of getting it across here, I would. And a place to put it.
There's two.
Oh, you can
There's
soon get
two
it
up.
across. You can soon
There's
get
two
it
up. There's
across.
one, and there's
Well,
another
well,
one for
It fits on a pallet, Richard.
Yeah, well, I know that, but it's finding somewhere to put it once it gets across is the big problem.
Well, that's not a big problem. You just build another
That-
shed.
Yeah, build an extension on the side of the shed.
Put some
Well, I'm-
tarps down in the lounge room.
You're just making excuses now, Richard.
Well, hey, I work out of my garage at home and have no room on that side to build.
So, have you no driveway in front of the garage?
Oh, well, sure, I've got a Land Rover full of wood sitting in it.
Oh, just extend the garage a bit.
Yeah.
Move
I
the
have a
Land Rover
Discovery that's a
towards the
mobile
gate.
Yeah,
wood shed.
move the Land Rover out a bit further.
Yeah, move it forward a bit. Not a big deal. Just move the garage doors forward by 10 feet. You'll be fine. The VB will fit in there. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm debating this piece of wood and I can't figure out how to mount it. I don't know what to do with it. You might have to put a woodworm screw or something.
Oh, I thought you didn't like the woodworm screw.
I don't, but I'm getting used to
It's
them.
only a small piece. It's only a small piece, so it's a woodworm screw would be grand.
That will I.
Yeah, and if it flies off, it won't hit as hard
No.
because it's a small bit.
Won't hit you hard at all.
Well, he'll join Keith when it would. Not Keith. Mike Walt with the flying
Mike Walt with
goblets.
stuff flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just have a look.
Right, I need to get going, people.
Oh, you're
You
not going to
take
work,
care.
Joe, are you?
Joe,
Yeah.
Joe.
I think
Well,
Joe's
you
going
don't-
to work.
you going to work
Joe's got to go
on a
gritting.
Sunday?
Supposed to be
Slave
gritting with
labour.
Glyn today again.
Somebody has to make. Somebody has to help make the grit then. Dispatch it.
Yeah, I've got
It's
Colin
done.
to help, so there we
Do
go.
you do the stirring because you do enough on here?
Listen to you.
It's you that needs the big spoon, Douglas.
Well, this is very, very true, of course.
Cheeky. Cheeky.
I think Douglas is a spoon manufacturer.
Yeah, he's on my list now. He's on my list, that's it.
I knew that was coming.
Once you
All right, have a good day, everybody.
boy,
Bye,
Joe,
See you, Joe.
take care.
Take it
Bye.
easy, buddy.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
You will.
Oh,
No.
you're
Ben's
here
off as
or-
well. Bye, Ben.
Bye, Ben.
Bye,
See you,
Ben.
Ben.
See you later, mate. I'm off to. Me and Joe's going on a date. Very good, Ben. I think
He's
we
a
might get
cheeky
somewhere about
one.
5 inches. Ben? Yeah, only so you'd notice.
Hmm. What's that big red and white thing in your workshop, Brian?
What big
behind
red
you?
and white thing?
That's
On the
rubbish
floor
bag,
behind you.
Amy.
Oh, this.
Aye. Aye.
Yes. That's just a bag for the rubbish.
Oh, right.
That's the animal
It looks
feed
like-
bags.
It looked like a fire extinguisher at first. I went, oh, hang on.
No, it's an animal
I-
feed bag that I get my sheep feed in.
We should all have
Right.
a fire extinguisher in our workshops anyway.
I
20
was
kilo.
just thinking that. It's
I
yeah.
have. I've
Friday.
got
I have two.
one of the huge ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire extinguisher.
Oh, there it is.
No, that's a
Beautiful.
baby one, Brian.
That's carbon dioxide. It'll be plenty for my little workshop. If I let that off in here, it will fill
Yeah.
the whole workshop with carbon dioxide. The flames will go out. No matter. Be grand. It's an enclosed space. There's no ventilation. Except
Well, you
for
got
when
the
I put
door.
the extra. The door could be closed.
Could be closed.
The door is closed at the minute. Right, what's the weather doing
That is-
outside? Let me show you outside.
Still lovely here. Still
Nice.
lovely here.
Ah, yeah, the sun's out now. Got
Beautiful.
some sunshine.
Grey and grotty here.
Really?
Yep,
Yeah.
they're going to get thunderstorms and everything over there.
Wow.
I'll show
Where
you.
about
mate,
you
I'll
based,
show you.
Douglas?
Essex coastline.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bolton on those.
Mm-hmm.
Outside cam.
Oh, lovely.
Look at him, old flashy. I've got an outside cam.
No, it's just my portable one. I just move it back and forth. See,
Yeah, they're flashy.
so that's my
Oh,
garden.
gorgeous.
Brian,
Oops. That's broken. But if I move it on out here a bit
There we go.
and come this way,
Oh, beautiful.
yes. Oh, you can see that because I can't see the camera. I can't see the thing now. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, there you go. I'm inside now. The camera's still outside.
Yep.
So that's the workshop.
Beautiful.
Outside. Now that I know where the camera is, I'll point it out to you a bit.
I'm going to make you seasick here.
And
Oh,
if I go all the way in that direction, you see it, there's a little wood store out the back there and a greenhouse. And that door just about there is the where the tractor is. There you go.
That was the
Beautiful.
garden and the front of the shed.
was that your shed at the back, Douglas?
Yeah.
beautiful.
And the garden, when we first turned up, it was, I think it's about 50 foot long, 60 foot long.
Yeah.
And I said to the other half, I want to build a workshop at the bottom of the garden.
Yeah.
I started off with 2 panels, 2 6-foot panels deep.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I thought, once you get laid in there and bits and pieces, it's going to be too small. So I said, right, is that okay if I nick another one? So I did.
Yes.
And it goes from, as you see, from side to side of the garden. At that point, it's like 20 foot across the front and it's 20 foot deep.
20 by 20 is a good size shed.
Yeah. But it goes a bit narrower at the bottom end. It sort of goes in a little bit. I think it's about 15, something like that, 15, 18 at the bottom.
Nice.
So my shed is it's 12 feet wide and 24 feet long.
That's about the same size as my garage. Same size as my garage.
Yeah, this bit I'm working on it was designed to be a garage.
Right.
But this used to be 2 stables.
Yeah, I was about to say it looked like stables for in front.
It was, it was 2
Yeah,
stables. So
beautiful.
that's why there's 4 feet doors.
Yeah.
There's 2 4-foot doors, so it's a stable.
No.
Are you all
So the
allowed?
gorgeous
Jesus Christ.
GGs you have.
Yeah, well, 1 or 2 of them, yeah. 6 of them here at the moment.
Beautiful. I've got a cow and a cat and some barn cats that are outside, but
I could do a
Yeah.
few barn cats up at the yard
Yeah.
because
Keep
we have a
rodents
serious
down.
problem with rabbits.
Oh,
Cats are
wow.
very, very good at catching rabbits.
rabbits.
Mm-hmm. Right, there's a woodworm screw gone in that next. So let's have a quick look.
Have you
So
decided
you
what you're
figured out
doing
what
with
you're
it?
going to do with it, Brian?
Yeah, I'm just going to stick a woodworm screw on it and stick it in the chuck and see what happens. If I can find a woodworm screw. There we go. 1 woodworm screw.
Brian, John Mooney's asked if you've got
John.
heating in your workshop.
Yes, John, I do. I have a little diesel air heater. I can show you that too if you want. It comes in through a vent. Let me see. Let's put that camera there. Let's have a look. So this little diesel heater there. You can't see the heater, but you can see the vent that comes through the wall there. Just down here. That's the vent.
Yes. What they
Alright.
put in cabs of lorries, yeah, Brian?
That's exactly exactly what it is. Yeah. I can let you see the setup, just so as you can see. I'll just wander around here with this camera again. I'm getting through this.
Your sound breaks up when you go wandering, Brian.
It does. I know. Can't help it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
No.
So if I bring that camera to there, there's the diesel tank for it.
Yeah.
All right.
And then if I come across to there, there's the little heater.
Yeah. Yeah. They're only tiny,
brilliant.
aren't they?
So they're only tiny little things.
Hmm.
Just put my hand next to it, you'll see. That's the size of it.
Oh, brilliant.
It's like a 3.5 to 4 inch inlet. That's the air inlet. And it just, the burner's inside and it forces the air over the burner and then straight through into the shed. The exhaust comes out through the bottom and out through the wall.
Yeah.
So it doesn't use a lot of diesel. It does a bit like.
Yeah.
But I would fill that little 20-litre container there. I would fill that about once every 3 weeks.
Oh, that's not too bad.
If you're using it
What's that? Winter.
in winter time, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's my little Eustache. And if I turn around there's the rest of my wood shed in here. It's
Oh, nice.
some nice blanks and stuff up in there. A little rack for small stuff over there. And that is my striking system.
Yeah.
See it from there.
Beautiful.
So, there we are.
All I need now from my vacuum is one of those blue barrels. I've got the Axminster Cyclone. I've got the Camvax coming, so I just need the barrel now.
Do you happen to know a friendly farmer, a dairy farmer, by any chance? Any dairy farmers close?
There might be.
Because
yeah,
that's where you get them.
Good
Because
thinking.
the stuff that they use to wash the teats
Yeah.
before they clamp on the suction things.
Yeah.
That's comes in blue bottles.
Aye. That's the plastic one, is it, Brian? Yeah.
Why you? Yeah, that's the plastic one. Yeah, that's 120 litres. That come on, Doc.
I was
Just give
looking
me
at
a second. One of my
120 or
dogs.
150. The 120 or the 150 litre one would be ideal.
120 is big enough, Richard.
Right.
Why is my dog out? Hold on a second. We'll be back in a second.
Richard,
Yes, Douglas.
somebody said that those blue ones can collapse with suction.
I know quite a few people using them, and I haven't heard of anybody have one collapse on them.
No. I ended up getting aluminium dustbin.
Yeah.
Taking the handle off the lid and using that for the inlet bolt.
Yeah.
And then putting sealant around the lid and just shutting it down like that. It does.
Yeah.
So I was going. What I originally thought we're getting was a 45-gallon diesel drum size with the lid with a ring that goes around the top and locks on.
Yeah, with a clamp on it. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, because with the rings round the diesel drum, there'd be no way it could compress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the plastic barrels that have the lid that screws on also come with a ring clamp as well.
Right.
So that's the type I'm looking.
Right.
I think I've got both of those types of things in my backyard somewhere. I know we use the 40-gallon drum for a fire pit.
Yeah.
John has said that he needs to heat his workshop as his tools and equipment are starting to rust slightly. How else do you avoid? How else other than heating do you avoid your tools rusting?
Try and keep as much of the damp out, I would have thought.
Yeah, you got a damp problem.
Okay.
So ventilation is the key. You need good ventilation. If you've got a damp workshop, you need lots of ventilation.
Right.
And the other thing is, with your tools, give them a coat of machine wax.
Exactly. Even though we squirt a WD-40 on them.
Yeah.
Or what's that other one? That
I use this stuff.
Yeah, machine wax is the best.
Yeah.
That's what I use.
Yeah.
Liberon lubricant wax.
All right.
Lubricates cleans tools and machinery, protects against rust formation.
The PFT spray. That's the one I was thinking about.
PTFE spray. I use that as well.
PTFE, yeah.
I've got some of that too. Let me see. I can find it then. So Lidl and Aldi do that, and every time it comes on, I go and buy some PTFE spray.
Yeah.
Which is good for the likes of they're advertising for cyclists, but it's really good. You just kind of spray it on.
Yeah. Yeah, on the leaf beds. Yeah.
And just give it a wipe.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I normally just spray it on and then give it a quick wipe with a cloth. Yeah. Just so there's no. It is a good lubricant,
yeah.
Right?
You don't want too much on there.
No.
Yeah.
And give everything a wipe with your cloth then, and it'll be fine.
Beautiful.
So that's two options
I
for you.
even bought a tube of dry grease.
Yeah.
That's used on motorcycle chains.
Right.
Yeah. I bought that for putting on like the threads on lathes.
Yeah.
And the actual. So that it stops any rust getting into the actual teeth of the thread.
Yeah, that PTFE stuff does the same kind of job. But because it's a spray, it kind of gets in everywhere.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Just needs a thin film of stuff over it, so it's worth doing.
Yeah.
Let me hang that back up here.
Once I get the union graduate up and running, hopefully.
Nice.
That's a nice lathe, I have to say.
I'll be able to turn some decent stuff on it.
I remember you turning on one of them at school.
Yeah.
Which is a long time ago. Who's got to go?
Hugh. Bye, Hugh.
You, bye, Hugh.
See you
See
later.
you.
Hugh.
Thanks for popping in for a little bit of Sunday morning. Nothingness, really. Not too much.
Brian,
Yes, mate.
when you was in school, was that when they had just introduced the abacus for counting?
Don't be starting. So I have to say that when I first went to school, I remember going to primary school, and I actually didn't like school at all, guys. I hated school with a passion. And when I went to primary school, we had little slates with a wooden border around them.
Yep.
On our desk.
Yep.
And a piece of chalk, and that's how I learned to write.
Yep.
Chalkboard with a nice little beech. Well, I'm assuming it was a beech wood surround. I didn't know at the time. But that's how I learned to write. So there you are. I'm that old.
Yeah, something like that, Amy. Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Except the chalk version. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. Now they use fancy whiteboards and fancy wipe off crayons and fancy wipe off. What do you call them? Dry wipe markers.
Yeah,
But it's just
dry
exactly the
erase
same thing as a
markers.
chalkboard. Yeah.
Aye. Exactly. My we've got that at home for Olivia to practice her writing on, and as well as pieces of paper. But you'll have a whole tree's worth of paper floating around the house, so it's easy to get the whiteboards. Yes.
You shouldn't have whole trees of paper running around the house. You should have blanks running around the house.
True. Robbo goes in for his operation on the 25th of this month. So hopefully once he's recovered from that, I'll be getting lessons from him. So I'm so excited. I can't wait.
I'm so excited.
The girls absolutely love this community as well. Every time I'll watch somebody's video who's one of you have posted a video, the girls go, "Oh, who's that from the wood turning group?" And they always want to go down and we visited Robbo once before with the girls, and I went the other week when Sid was down across down. And the girls are always asking, "Can we go back to wood turning with Robbo?" And everybody's just, even though, like I said, I haven't turned a piece of wood yet, everybody's accepted me into the community really well, and it's lovely.
Yeah, we're actually not too bad, Amy. Here, all right.
Well,
getting emotional. Sorry,
bad,
being an emotional woman, but yeah. And I just want to say thank you, everybody, because I've loved wood turning and woodworking and the wood chopping ever since I was a really little girl. Every time we went to the Royal Melbourne Show, that's where I'd want to go first, was to the wood chopping competitions and everything like that, and go see
lumberjack guys.
The lumberjacks, and I grew up, my aunt works for one of the councils, and she helps organise the local festivals and everything like that. And the first places I'd go is always to the stalls with the handmade and the wood turned things and everything like that. So they always knew where to find me. If I ever disappeared on them, I'd be over there with that lot. So it's, yeah.
Oh, look, Richard, you just had a visitor behind you again.
Oh, yeah. I just saw in chat there, Barry's put in a comment about the vacuum system, to put a vacuum valve on the barrel just to stop it collapsing. It's a great idea, Barry.
I have one of those. Idea. You can buy them. They used to be hard to get, but you can buy them now from Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have one as well.
You can get everything on Amazon these days, can't you?
Just about.
First it was eBay, now it's Amazon and Wish and whatever else. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye, Keith. Take care.
See you, Keith.
Hi, Keith.
See you later, Keith.
Yeah, it was only a pop-up, Keith. No, wasn't planned. I just came out to the workshop. I was a bit bored. I put on the radio, and I thought, oh, I don't want to listen to love tunes all morning. Listen to radio too, so it's love tunes on a Sunday.
Love songs and dedications.
Yeah, so I gave up with
Brian,
that. I thought, well, I'll just do a live instead. What?
Brian, I thought you was doing this tomorrow.
Am I? I'm doing the big one tomorrow. I'm doing this little one. It's
Oh,
kind of practice.
right.
It's just a little
just
bit of
to
practice.
see, and to see whether that shape does
I'll
anything.
Just to see what's in it, basically.
Yeah.
Just working on a
basically
wee off cut today.
Yeah, I'm just wasting a bar, basically. Something.
Yeah, what?
Oh no, I'll turn it into something like.
Yeah.
It's not going to be wasted.
Chippings.
Yeah, chippings. Yeah. I'm making shavings today.
Yeah. That's the only problem I have here. I've explained it on some of the live YouTubes. I've asked every tree surgeon that's come in the area whether I can have some of what they're taking down, and they're all contracted to the local authority to chip everything.
Well, you see, I had that problem too, but you just have to get to know the guys better.
Yeah, I've tried that. I've tried giving them, offering them folding stuff, and they just refuse. They just say, no, we can't.
All right. They're probably, I don't know if they're self-employed or council employees or not. But certainly the self-employed guys here, are usually pretty helpful.
Yeah. But all of these have been like independents. They're only under contract to like their councils to come around and do it.
Well, that little piece of that little stock of yew that you see next door.
Yeah.
That was a local wood guy, arborist or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
He appeared in Michelle's shop one evening and said, "Should goes your car, Michelle? I've got a couple of bits of yew for Brian."
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
So he knows what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And so you do get some people like that.
Yeah.
That's Tinkerbell.
There might be few and far between, mind you.
Yeah. But as I say, I've tried them all here, and so far nothing.
Oh well, just keep trying, mate. Just keep trying.
Oh yeah. I won't give up. You know what I mean?
You'll get there.
All the bits and pieces that I have picked up so far have all been off eBay, or like people like Richard.
Yep. I mean, some of the places that are selling timber.
Yeah.
That kind of do it professionally, if you like, for a living, are far too expensive.
Yeah. Well, they're treating it like it's their end product. They're not worried about what you're going to do with it.
Well, it kind of is their end product. So at the end of the day, it kind of is their end product if that's what they're doing, to make a living, like.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And the price of planks.
It costs money to process and store, and it's a big investment to go into.
Yeah. Because especially if you're actually selling blanks that are ready to go. They're not wet, they're not green.
Yeah,
they're ready to go. Yeah. They've had to probably got a 60-foot by 40-foot shed that they've got it all laid out in.
They'll have a big shed somewhere, or at least some open space where they can store it with a roof over it. Because to season wood, you just need to keep it out of the rain.
Yep.
You don't really want it indoors. It doesn't need to be indoors as such.
All the wood we plank up at the estate.
Yeah. Go ahead, Richard.
Just saying, all the wood we plank up at the estate, the wood we plank up the estate, there's a big old chicken shed, which is maybe 100 feet long by 40 feet wide. And we just stack it all in there and let it sit for 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
There you go.
Then I'll take it out
Nice.
and ring it up and cut planks and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm conscious of the time because I don't want to be
But
keeping you guys too long because Steve will be coming on at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's only 1:15 as well.
Yeah.
So we're all right.
Yeah. They've got plenty of time yet.
Plenty of time.
Yeah.
As I say,
But
this
Douglas,
wasn't.
actually, I hunt chainsaws. If I hear a chainsaw going, I'll go and see the arborist and see if I mean, last year I heard these chainsaws when it's going through Garva, and I pulled up and there were guys taking down a 50-foot monkey puzzle.
Yeah.
So I said, "What are you doing with it, guys?" And he said, "Oh, we're just going to dump it." Well, I said, "How much do you want for it?" So I get the full tree for 150 quid.
Oh, that's
you know.
nice. That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
You stole it.
You know, because they were just going to take it and dump it. But
Yeah.
you know, now this thing was maybe at the base, it would have been 2 foot in diameter.
Oh, lovely.
But as you go up, you know, where all the branch sections come out, so I got them actually to cut it between the sections.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great. So
Yeah.
it's all drying currently.
So
I have a
when
bit-
you
I
turn,
have a-
when you end turn it, you get the branches actually coming up the sides of the bark.
Yeah. Well, that's
I
it.
have a-
So
I have a bit of
it'll be
that.
end grain turned.
Yeah.
Pardon, Brian?
He's breaking up, Brian.
Oh, sorry, I'm outside again.
All right.
I have a bit of Richard's. I can't find it. Where is it?
You got one of the thinner sections from up top, didn't you, Brian?
I did, yeah. Oh, a wee small
Oh,
bit.
it's not that thin bit, is it, Brian, that I've got?
Enjoy it.
Yeah, I hope.
Dodgy said he doesn't want to miss chopping carrots with Nikki.
No, it's not. It's not for
carrot
another
chopping
hour and
with Nikki.
15 minutes yet.
Yeah, got plenty of time yet, Amy.
You've
Plenty
got
of
an
time.
hour
Oh,
and
yeah.
15 minutes yet, does he?
Yeah.
So,
I
don't panic.
Mr. Mannering.
I think I better try and take that off.
So what vision is coming to you now that you're turning it, Brian?
Nothing at the minute. It's just I'm just removing what I'm basically doing here is I'm trying to move the shadow.
Okay, yeah.
So the bits that kind of stick out, but I'm thinking I might try and leave a bit of it.
Yeah.
So get this solid somewhere and then just bring that out. See.
There you go.
Amy.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of a place called the Fingers? It's on the Isle of Wight.
Yeah.
It's a spit of land that comes out that you got like fingers that stand up.
Oh, wow.
We used to go there like a regular holiday through a newspaper where you collect tokens and you could get the holiday at a really reduced price.
Oh, that's grand. That's a brilliant idea.
I got a little bit involved in painting. Have you ever heard of Bob Ross?
Yes.
Yep.
But a happy little tree here.
Yep, that's a happy little tree guy.
Happy little tree. Oh, wow.
Lovely.
That's gorgeous.
That's about it's about 3 foot long.
Is that your work, Douglas?
About 2 foot wide.
Is that your work, Douglas?
That was another one of my things that I got involved with when my ticker decided it was going to pack up. I couldn't really get around and do anything.
Yeah.
I basically become a couch potato for a year. while I was waiting for him to sort out pacemaker
Yep.
and pills and the like. I watched, I suppose, about 4 or 5 of his videos to learn the process.
Yep.
And then I looked back on some of the pictures that I got from down the Isle of Wight, and I thought, oh, I'll have a go at that one. And
Oh, beautiful.
so far I've painted, I suppose, about 15 or 18 paintings.
Lovely.
But I've just, because I'm a bit like you, and probably Richard, and probably Brian. Every time I walk past a piece of wooden furniture or a wooden piece, you've got to touch it because it's so tactile. You know, the feel of it, you know. Unless I'm a strange person, of course.
No, you're not. Not strange with that.
No, I think we're all in the same boat. Ooh,
I have a thing about trees completely. I mean, I plant them in every bloody house.
Yeah.
It's not unheard of for me to be driving down the road and stop to take a picture of a tree.
Yeah.
Just because I like the look of it. I'll just go and stop and take a
I
picture.
think the government needs to do more with planting of trees, because they keep doing this thing about climate change and all the rest of it, and trees are the world's lungs,
Should be fine.
and you know what I mean. The more the plant, I know they do give sort of like money to support people that are planting trees, but I don't think it's done enough.
There are some grants available for tree planting, but we haven't taken advantage of any of that.
Yeah. Do they do it in Ireland?
Yeah, well, I'm in the north of Ireland, so I'm still in the UK.
Yeah.
But the Irish government do as well. They have a scheme as well.
Yeah. They have I have a brother-in-law works for in the Irish government. It's native woodland, so it's all native hardwoods that they're planting.
Yep.
Yeah.
As opposed to these conifer forests, which are just deserts.
Yeah. They're a total waste of time.
Yeah.
Well, we have, it's not mine now, before you get excited. There's 18 acres across here that belongs to Michelle's sister. So
18 acres of woodland?
No, 18 acres of arable land. It was farmland.
Right.
We use it for running our horses on.
Yeah.
But we're currently, we've taken 4.5 acres out of the grazing regime, if you like, and we're planting trees in it.
Yeah.
Currently on this piece of ground that we've got, we've planted over 2,000 trees.
Yeah. Well done.
So
wow, that's great.
Still got a bit of a flat there, like.
Yeah.
What species are you planting, Brian?
Mostly native trees.
Yeah.
We've planted all sorts.
I know over here the Woodland Trust, where every so often give out packs of trees, of maybe 400 trees. They mix natives or fruit trees and stuff like that.
Yep.
You know.
That's kind of what we're doing, Richard. But we haven't had any. I've actually bought them, because you can buy like a 30 tree copse pack. They call it a copse pack.
Yeah.
So you get likes of ash, cherry, cherry,
beech, birch, oak.
Can't remember what others. There's 3 or 4 different varieties in a pack.
Yeah.
But that's where I buy them from, the Woodland Trust.
Yeah.
And I also grow seed. So if I find I've got a whole lot of chestnut trees now planted that I grew.
Yeah. I love chestnut trees.
And a whole lot of sweet chestnut as well planted.
Oh,
But we have others. We've planted 400 beech.
Nice.
Brian, Rex
Yes.
C has asked, first of all, he says hello all. He says, do you use your dipper planting the trees?
Yeah, no, Rex, I don't know. I'm afraid you have to dig holes. So I tend to grow them on in pots, so as they can establish a better root system.
Yeah.
And then this is going to be a little small bowl. This, but I like this natural inclusion on the side there. I'm going to leave that, I think. And,
Yeah, that looks really nice. Those
but I've
bits.
got a nasty kind of flat there. I would like to get rid of a little bit, and here.
Yeah.
But also take a little
That's
bit
going to
more
make
off.
it really small at the top end.
Yeah, I'll just take a little bit more off and see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Nice find there, Richard. Nice find.
There's a piece of land that's near us that a building consortium have tried to put flats on twice, and they've been refused both times.
Good.
So they put it up for sale. £750,000.
Oh,
Because I keep saying to the wife, what I'd like to do is win the lottery and make that a forest.
Yeah.
Just fill it with trees. And
that's kind of what we're doing.
yeah, then put I wish I had a brain that worked. It's where you actually put a covenant. That's the word I was looking for.
A covenant,
put a covenant on it to make it
beautiful figure in there
for this town, because there are bits of green around here, but they're building so much out here. It's unreal.
Yeah, it's happening everywhere.
It's happening across the other side of the freeway to us. The farmers decided to sell their land, and of course developers came in, and they're making, you know, basically a whole new suburb with like 700 houses and a school and a new railway station that we don't need because there's one there and one there. It's just, luckily on my side of the highway we're still green belted, but who knows? Pays the right hand. Who knows?
It's all about.
It's so sad.
It's all about greed.
Yeah.
Most I mean, people need houses to live in, of course, but a lot of the things
It's
developments are just greed.
Of course, but you know,
there's a block of flats that's been built the bottom end of the cemetery just here. And
bye, John. Take it easy.
Bye,
John.
Bye, John.
Forestry Woodland is free from inheritance tax in the UK. It is.
Took them back, and they're just sitting there. The tiles have started to break on the roof, so the pigeons are in there. So they're going to start decaying. The water will start pouring through what's left of the roof.
Yeah, I've seen a documentary about something similar that happened in Ireland. Whoever built it, they didn't get the permits or something like that, and then everything was so everything's just sitting there doing nothing, falling to decay.
But they're still building, and you're like, well, rather than still build, get those finished, sell them, and then look at building more.
Isn't the world all about, you know, reduce, reuse and recycle? Well, you know, take a look and do that.
Yep. Well, we recycle, don't we? Us
exactly.
wood turners, you know, trees get taken down, rather than them being left to rot or be burnt or buried in landfill, we turn them into something that can be used.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My phone is starting to beep at me that it's got low battery. So I will see you all in the chat at Steve, and thank you very much for letting me in and having a chat.
Nice to see you.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Now you're saying, Douglas, the estate we work on, before we started managing it, all the wood just get burnt. They used to just burn everything. It's like,
it's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, it's
Well,
shocking,
that's like
isn't it?
when you drive along motorways and they've done tree supposed clipping where it's starting to get really close to the motorways. You can
Yeah.
see they've cut it and it's just laying on the side of the road. Now,
yeah.
legally, you cannot touch it. But
Well, you're
all
not
they're
allowed
going
to.
to do with it, yeah, all they're going to do with it, Brian, is stick it into a landfill or burn it.
Well,
Well,
they're
see-
getting cuter than that now. They're actually shredding it and using it as a
Yeah.
mulch around the trees.
Yeah.
So, right, I need to do something with that. Great big crack there and a great big crack here.
See, I
Don't know what to do with that. We'll reduce the size of it a little bit and take some of that cracks away. See how it goes. It's just a real simple shape. Let the
Richard,
wood
Yeah.
do the talking.
your job sounds not a job, if you know what I mean.
We don't call it a job. It's play.
No.
We go and play in the woods.
Yeah.
We bring a Kelly kettle with us, strike it up, make a coffee, do a bit of work, make another
Yeah, but
coffee.
it's not work, is it? Because you're doing what you like to do.
That's it.
Plus, you've got the knock-on effect of where you can see another purpose for what you're doing. You know, a tree comes down, you slab it up, you put it in your airing
In the big chicken shed.
in the big chicken shed, and then you look at it and you go, right, 2 years' time, we're going to have some nice chestnut, or we're going to have some nice this, or we're going to have that, you know? So it's not real work. He's gone again.
Oh, Richard's fell out again, has he?
Yes, he has.
Ah, he's terrible, man. People are going to get their lunch ready for Steve. So, he's back again.
Yeah, well, he's back again, is he?
He is, aye.
Back again.
Fell
You
out
press
again.
the wrong button again.
I did that time, yeah.
Anybody else wants to join in for the links at the top of the chat, guys, if you want to join in.
I was just clicking in and out of the chat just to see who's in and hit the wrong button.
Hit the wrong one, yeah. So you were on the phone, didn't you?
Yeah.
I've tried using my phone for doing this sort of thing.
There you go. Put the link back in if anybody else wants to come in and join us, guys. You'll be welcome. We're just having a bit of a play today.
So I'll keep getting asked about putting videos up because I've only got a few bits and pieces up on my channel. The channel was mainly created so that I could come and actually watch stuff on YouTube. Because if you didn't have an account,
you can't get on.
You can't get on. Right? So I've put up a few bits and pieces, but I haven't got any of the kit to do what I keep getting asked. You know what I mean? Doing
lives around
lives and all that sort of stuff. I'm a retired old man.
So am I.
So am I.
No, Brian, you're a retired old man.
Oh, yeah. Right, Douglas. There was just no call for that at all.
Yeah, there was. Richard's a retired young man.
Oh, get out of here. These are funny. I don't feel old.
No.
I get up every morning and think I'm still 26. That's how old I feel.
I'd like to do that.
Cleaning out that bit of inclusion.
Until you have to run after a horse, Brian, then you know you're not 26 anymore.
Well, I don't do running anymore. I just walk now. If the horse runs away, I'll just walk after it.
Yeah.
Yeah, being the horse whisperer, Brian, you wouldn't have to. You would just call it and it would walk towards you.
Well, normally I just wait because horses are kind of. Don't get me started talking about horses because we can be here all day. Horses are very shrewd, but they're too curious for their own good.
Yeah.
So if you just leave them alone and go and stand in the middle of a field,
they'll come and have a look.
they'll come and have a look because they'll wonder why you're not chasing them.
Yep.
Because that's what humans do, usually. That's not bad. Came up all right. I'll just sand that a little bit. 180 grit.
They're giving you
Right.
practice, Brian.
Well, just discovering how to do things and how not to do things.
Yeah, but the thing is, doing this, you know roughly how that piece is going to react, the bigger piece.
Yep,
Apart
that's exactly
from
right.
apart from the fact cracks appearing and stuff like that. But that's going to happen with any wood. You know,
It
you're
is,
not
aye.
going to know exactly what it's going to do to you.
Oh, there's Stephen. Hello, Stephen.
Hello,
Hey,
Steve.
Stephen.
How are you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I'm in the garage.
We got a bit of feedback from your
Pretty good, man. Okay, I've got a cheap camera and a cheap mic, so there'll be loads of feedback.
Yep, that's what
Paul.
we're getting. I can hear
Paul
the echo
Finley's
in
in
my
the
ear.
chat now as well. Hey, Paul.
Hi, Paul. How you
Hi,
doing,
Paul.
buddy? Well, at least you've got a camera now, Stephen. So no excuses. We'll be getting a live off you next. He's not answering.
No, I think he's trying to sort himself out, Brian.
Yeah,
Now we're getting feedback from Steve's stream.
we are, aye.
Yeah.
Hi, Paul. The link's in the chat there if you want to jump in. We'll be here for another 10 or 15 minutes, I'm sure. And then we'll have a little break so everybody can go get a cup of tea and have the lunch maybe before Steve comes on. Steve will be in his workshop preparing, I would think.
Yeah.
Nicky will be getting the carrot. Nicky will be getting the carrots ready. Yes, mate.
What actually started you off?
What started me wood turning?
Yeah.
I can't actually answer that because it was basically. Let me just go to that camera. It was basically lockdown.
Yeah.
So I was kind of bored and we weren't going anywhere. We weren't doing anything. I thought. I did a little bit of wood turning, well, lots and lots of years ago, but no, nothing like this. Maybe 40 years ago. I did a tiny little bit at school as well. So I thought, I think I'll try wood turning again. And I watched a whole lot of YouTube, watched Mike Walt and Martin Saban-Smith,
Yeah.
and lots of others who, there's too many to mention, but they were the main two that I watched.
Mm-hmm.
I bought my first little lathe. I bought a lumberjack lathe.
Yeah.
Mistake, but anyway, it did okay for about a month. And then I thought I need something bigger than this, so I bought a Record Power, a Cornet Herald. I used it. That was a super little lathe, and I decided I wanted something bigger. So I went and bought
That's where
another.
you are now.
I bought another Record Power, a bigger one. I bought the Record Power Envoy. No, the Envoy is it called? No,
The Regent, was it?
The Regent.
Regent.
Yeah, Record Power Regent. Oh, who's this? This is Paul Finley.
Did Michelle know?
Hi, Paul. Yeah, Michelle knows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paul.
And
Morning,
then
Paul.
Hi, guys.
I sold the Regent and I bought this Axminster. So I've had 4 lathes
Hi.
in 2 years. So I've only been turning
This
for
is
2
the
years.
first for me.
So
What's been on
I
live?
sold the Regent to Ian Cook, who's one of the guys in the Northern Ireland wood turning.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look at this and we'll stick some sanding sealer on this just to see what it looks like. Just for the fun of it. Stick a little bit of sanding sealer on it.
We're
So we're
still
not doing
getting
that.
feedback from somewhere.
Yeah, it's Stevens, I think.
Yeah.
All right. What's Stephen up to? You see him setting up a table there.
He set up a
Yeah.
table at the back of the room. I don't know what he's doing
I
now.
know, yeah. Having lunch in the workshop, Steve.
It's photography time.
photography time. I thought you was getting the bacon sandwiches out.
No, that. You see, I'm going to have to stop now because you just mentioned bacon sandwiches. I'm going to have to go and get one. That was unkind.
Paul, we at the woodshed yesterday for the demo.
Oh, of course, there was a demo at the woodshed yesterday. How did it go, Paul?
It went well. We had David O'Neill for Ballymena.
All right. I don't know, David. What did he make?
He was showing his a technique using the rider jig.
Okay.
For making the bottoms of a lamp.
All right, okay. Oh, you making it kind of fluted or something, was it?
Yeah. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it sounds nice.
Yeah.
Good job. I'm too busy cutting grass yesterday to get up. But I'll have to get up some of these fine days. Don't know how I'm going to finish that because it's kind of jaggy in there.
You're spending too much time on that shed.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible. Sure, there's nothing like it. It's actually quite a nice piece of wood, that. I just leave the
There's
tent
nothing
on.
else for it, Brian. I'm going to go out this afternoon. I started a project yesterday.
Jeff, what are you doing?
A 3-pointed bowl.
All right. That's an interesting project, but you need to have a nice square piece of wood for it, don't you? Oh, I can't get that off.
Yeah, get the muscles going.
100% square.
Stop messing about, Brian.
I can't get it off. The woodworm screws up bloody tight. I can't get it off. Ah, dear. My hands keep slapping on it, so stick a pair of rubber gloves on, see what that helps.
I was about to say, Brian, what you could do is take it, undo the chuck, take it out with the woodworm screw, turn it round, put the bolt back in, and use a pair of mold grips to turn it.
There you go. I just couldn't get a grip. It was too slidey. I'll do a finish on it later, I think. I just want to see what it looks like when I've turned the inside.
Yeah.
Quickly, because it's not. I haven't got that much time left. Take that woodworm screw out of there. Put it back in its rightful place.
With the label on it that says woodworm screw.
Stick that back in there.
He's not quite that anal, Douglas.
I don't know. From all the lines I've seen,
yes, he
there's
is.
loads of stickers around.
Oh, yes, he is. I don't know. That there. Oh, it's squeezing up there, something shocking.
Richard, what started you off in turning?
Didn't hear that.
What started you off in turning?
I saw Norm Abrams do it on the New Yankee Workshop when I was a kid, and always wanted to do it, but as I say, never got the chance. So when it came to the big birthday, I thought, if I don't do it now, I'll never do it. So that's when I bought a lathe and started. But I'd always wanted to do it ever since I was a kid. But over here, I went to school, it was a grammar school, so they didn't do any practical subjects whatsoever. So just never got the opportunity.
Right.
Have you muted yourself, Stephen?
Stephen seems to have gone again.
Stephen's gone, I think.
Go ahead, Paul.
Oh, he's in the background. That's what's wrong.
Is he?
There we go. He's back again.
Hey, you weren't allowed to touch the machines. We had them, but they weren't allowed to use them.
Yeah. Well, I went to
Hey,
grammar
yeah.
school and they didn't even have machines. It was all academics.
Well, if there was machines there, only teachers were allowed to touch them.
I think I'll take these rubber gloves back off again now.
Yeah, I would.
Kind of forgot to take them off.
You like working in rubber gloves, don't you, Brian?
I know. That sounds a bit squeaky.
Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it?
Let me get rid of this. There's an echo in the earworm saying now.
Yeah, that'll
be
again.
That'll be Stephen. I think. Yeah. There's Stephen just muted his microphone again, so the echo's away.
Yep.
It's it's okay as long as you got the sound off on the stream.
Yeah.
I did have YouTube running and StreamYard running, and YouTube was echoing back through.
Yeah, that's
So,
if you're going to watch on StreamYard and on YouTube, that feeds it back into the loop. So what you need to do is mute your YouTube tab, and then just listen to the StreamYard, and you'll get it that way.
Yeah, I've just come through StreamYard, no YouTube.
Yeah, I've got YouTube running as well. I've got YouTube running in the background, but it's just muted.
Well, I'm only on the phone, so
yeah. But if you're on a computer, you just mute the tab you're in on YouTube and stay on StreamYard.
Yeah. I just
Paul seems to have gone again.
Brian. Yeah.
Who's gone again?
Paul.
Oh,
Paul's away, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened there. We'll just take that out there. Just going to have a little look to see what's happening there. We have a huge crack across there.
What's Stephen working on?
Don't know. We'll turn off the audio equipment. Okay, Stephen. That's good, man. You just mute the microphone.
Is that better? Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Yes.
Okay. Can you see that? It's a
we can, yeah.
And it's got some gold leaf.
Ooh.
Very nice.
So I'm just going to paint it up, give it a polish, and it's photography time.
Oh.
And then it's back to spalted wood.
Back to spalted.
Oh, that's a nice piece.
Is that a beech?
Horse chestnut.
Horse chestnut, lovely. Excellent, Steve.
But it's well past its turn by date. It's just basically falling to pieces on me. So
yeah, it's just powder. Yeah.
Probably weighs all of about 4 ounces.
Yeah.
Hey?
I'm just going to take this down a little bit so you can get rid of this crack.
Paul, did you try putting some sanding sealer on it to stiffen it up?
It's gone past sanding sealer. I'm on like kind of heavy duty wood hardener.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. I've turned a few pieces and they come out really well. They're on the website, but each piece is, the more stuff that looks nice, the further it's going to fall.
It's
pieces.
gone. Yeah.
Roy the boy. Hello, Roy.
But it's a shame, isn't it?
Hi, Roy.
Hey, Roy.
Yeah, right.
I reeled it. Not for it. £35.
Hang on, mate. Hang on. I'm just trying to sort something out. If you just mute me for a minute.
Even with stuff like that, spalted chestnut, I bought a vacuum chamber in the cactus juice and solidify it with resin, in the cactus juice, and then can turn it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can just about afford to eat beans on toast at the moment. The cactus juice and
Yeah,
the vacuum
cactus
chamber
juice.
is out the window, man.
It's a serious expense, that cactus juice, isn't it?
Oh,
It is.
crikey, yeah.
Hey,
But it
one
works-
quick question:
it works really
how
well.
long does cactus juice last? Is it like forever? Can you keep
If
it
you
in the
haven't
tank
mixed it,
forever?
if you don't mix the activator in it, it'll keep for several years before you. But once you've activated it, I think it's got a shelf life then of maybe 6 months.
Okay, and how much is like the 5 litre container?
Last ones I bought, I think it was 90 quid.
How much?
90.
I nearly fell off my chisel then.
And Brian only bought 4 of them.
Brian, that's all your curly whirly money gone.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm saving up for a chuck.
No.
What, another record power one, Brian?
Apparently, I'm saving up for a chuck. Apparently, I mean, I've no idea if I am or not. But
What, you mean you're going on the dark side?
apparently so. I mean,
I didn't think you'd ever do it.
according to Benjamin and all these guys, I think, yeah.
Hey Brian, if you're after a chuck, these are quite good. I think they're made by a company called Axminster.
Get lost, Stephen.
Would that be the 114 by any chance?
Yeah. I think both of these are 114s.
Oh, both of them. You've got 2. You show off. You.
Stephen.
And one with Nigel Donald jaws in it.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to
Oh
say
yeah,
that.
you got to have O'Donnell jaws in it. These are Vic marks. This is about 30, 40 years old, but these are good chucks.
Yeah.
Brian, it's all right if they can afford it, mate. Don't worry about it.
All right, I've
I'll
got
tell you what, I
1,
was saving
2,
up for a
3,
lathe. I
4,
was
5,
saving
6.
up for a lathe, and I was going to buy a lathe like Brian's, and they're $2,500, right? 2.5,
Yep.
just over.
Yeah.
I got a turnstile lathe made in the UK, about 40 years old, 2 horsepower, for 800 quid. So with the money left over, I bought 2 114s, a Pro Edge to sharpen my tools.
Perfect.
I'm a happy man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what are we making, Brian?
I'm just testing out a little piece of burr. This is the burr.
He's just having a play.
I'm just messing about, and I'm just making a little dish, basically, that I can maybe decorate and make fancy, like Stephen does that fancy stuff,
Yeah.
But it's just a simple little bowl shape.
That's
Out of
for
the bar.
putting it in an MG.
Just as a practice, because I've got 2 big burrs. I'll show you them, Roy. I don't know if you've seen them or not, but I'll show you them. I've got 2 big burrs here that we're going to turn tomorrow. Let's go to that camera.
You're going to try and fit them both in, Brian?
No, I think I haven't decided which one yet.
All right.
That one or that one. So I haven't decided which one yet. This is the biggest one.
Yeah, I'd go with that one if that was me.
So I'll be doing a 2-parter tomorrow. I'll start it off at lunchtime and then we'll finish it in the evening, hopefully.
Yeah.
So that's the 2 bits of wood we'll go play with tomorrow.
Very nice.
Back to that. Keep playing with this. We get the bottom of this finished off.
The only chuck I've got is an SC4.
Yeah, I've got. I have
Nothing
a
wrong with
Nova.
an FC4.
I have a Nova. I forget what it's called. It's a great big thing. It's 5 inches across.
Yeah.
And then I have an SC4, 2 SC3s, and 2 SC2s.
Brian's sound's gone again.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there's an echo come back in from somewhere. I think it's Stephen again.
It's not me.
Stephen
you.
sorted his.
Has someone still got their YouTube open
Yeah.
or unmuted?
Not me.
Mine was open.
Not me.
I've muted it, so it ain't my one.
I can't hear the echo.
Yeah.
Here's the other sporty bits I did yesterday.
Yep.
They're horse chestnut, and here's a little bit that started off a lot bigger.
Wow.
Be back in a second.
Stephen, are you retired?
Yeah, good one. No,
No? Okay.
I can't afford it, mate. I spent 25, 30 years traveling around the world. Came back here about 10 years ago, and wow, things have gone up.
Yeah. Things have got expensive, yeah. I know what you mean.
Very expensive.
Basically, I do just about anything I can to earn $1, really.
Okay, mate. Makes sense.
And this is my parents' garage, which when I finish, there's 2 cars that come back in into about 6 inches from my lathe.
Yeah.
And they're really old, so when they die, I'll have to take up wood carving or something.
Oops. Fell off the cut right at the very end there. I have a feeling this tool rest is a fraction high now.
Yeah, it looks it.
That's quite a big double garage you got there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big garage, but once you've got 2 cars in here, there's barely enough room to like open the door to get between the 2 cars. And like I said, literally the car is that far away from the lathe. So when I finish up, I have to hoover everything. All the photography equipment I got goes in a toilet outside.
In a toilet.
In a toilet. I got a bandsaw and an old bandsaw and an old thickness planer, and they're underneath some polycarbonate out in the garden.
Yeah.
But you know, okay, look, do you want a workshop tour?
Yeah, go on then.
Look, there's ugly people on the TV. No.
Richard's back again.
StreamYard died on me.
So, hang on a minute, let me take this.
I don't believe it, Richard. That was that button again.
No, definitely wasn't that button that time.
So look, there's a lathe, and the car is about here.
Wow.
Yep.
So that's the old turn.
Wait a minute, and I'll put you on full screen, Stephen. Hold on.
Yeah, it's making big, that's
There
it.
you go. There you go.
Right, that's the old lathe. It's about 40 years old, and
Right.
as you can see, everything is handmade or found in a skip or put together. Oh look! Hey, look! Looks like my house.
Yeah.
Product.
Yeah, I've got one of them signs.
Basically, this is my. So look, you can see here. That's my. That's where I sharpen things.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is the workbench. So it's kind of like.
Yeah.
18
Squeezed
inches
on.
by 18 inches.
Squeezed
And there's
on.
a little
Much
computer
space
in
there.
here. Well, yeah, I lived in Japan for a long time, and you learn how to make things really small.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically that's it. That's I've got everything piled to the rafters,
Wow.
and but you know, I can turn wood in here. Got an extraction system, got a lathe, clear up. You know, it's all good.
Oh, good.
Right, that'll be £4 each for the guided tour, gents.
I'm afraid I've only got a pocket
You
full
know-
of pocket fluff.
Yeah, you know the chances of that. I'll tell you what I'll do, Stephen. I'll send you some. I'll send you some bottle dust. You can make something out of it.
Borrowed dust. Right,
Just shove
you
that
need,
down the extractor.
yeah, you need to change the camera again there.
Basically, you work with what you got, so you know, just make it work for you. I mean,
Exactly.
I saw a guy in
Found
Singapore
another key.
on like the 7th floor of his building, and he had a lathe on his balcony, and to stop all the dust coming out, he had like kind of plastic. So you imagine what it'd be like in Singapore in the summer underneath the
Oh,
plastic,
gee
turning wood.
whiz.
Dedication, my friend.
Hard like a lion.
Anyway, take me off the big screen, otherwise
All right, yeah,
I'll
just-
charge you more money.
No, you won't. There
I've
we go.
got a bandsaw that I got from the States. It's a 1953 Delta Homecraft 10-inch bandsaw that I bought, like that song says, one piece at a time. And I've got it shipped over one bit at a time. Because I looked at the bandsaws over here, and as far as I was concerned, pressed steel is not the same as cast iron.
Absolutely not.
No.
I mean,
Yeah, it costs.
if you look at how things are made, right? They're made to the cheapest common denominator, smallest amount of steel. I mean, this lathe that I have now, they made about 400 or 500 of them, if that. I've only met about 3 or 4 people that even know about them, and most of it is actually from the union. You know, the graduate union. So the head
That's what I've
men-
got. That's what
Yeah,
I've got.
it's exactly the same. The motor is a 2 horsepower. Don't know where that came from. The rest of the bed is made out of 2-inch solid steel. I mean, the guy who made it was a machinist in Wolverhampton, and you can look underneath where they've been machining it, and then they've just stopped and gone to lunch, and then forgotten about it, and then come back and thought, oh well, bugger, it looks all right, and then turned it over and just put some paint on it. But it works. It turns wood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be fancy.
No.
As long as it turns wood.
But that bandsaw I've got, Steve, hasn't got any mitre slots on it on the table. So I'm trying to make
A table.
fence. No, the table's okay. It's on it, but it's got no mitre slot in it. So I'm trying to make a fence that rides down the side. So I bought some aluminium extrusion, and I'm trying to, at the moment, fabricate how I can actually get it to slide up and down and lock in place and that sort of stuff.
Why don't you just make another table to sit on top of it with slots inside it?
Yeah, but it's only got a very short throat.
Right.
I mean, the cut's
Yeah,
only
cutting,
about
yeah.
You don't want to
the
fill the
cut's
throat.
only about 6 inches at max height.
Right.
Yeah.
What time is it?
So
It's 12:30.
All right.
6 inches, you're lucky. I think I got about 4.
yeah. Which
Then
makes-
again, got the bandsaw and a load of tools off a guy for doing a day's work with him. And like I said, I got the it's the old, I don't know if you remember Axminster, they used to make a series called White, and everything was white with red letters.
Yeah.
And the first lathe I had was an AWVSL kind of reed drive thing, and that was white.
Yeah, I had that white one as well.
Yeah, yeah. And so I live about 10 miles from an Axminster store, so everybody buys the stuff, and after 20, 30 years, it's all broken and busted, so that's how I get it.
Yeah, Richard, you've had every lathe bar VB. He's gone again.
He's
He has
frozen.
not.
Yeah.
He has. He's frozen.
But I have bought a lottery ticket, so I might get that VB.
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? Where do you go put that, Steve? You know, lose a
Well, I
car.
think if I had the lottery ticket and I could afford the VB, I would probably have a house and a large workshop.
You might, yeah.
With heating in the winter, mate, because I'll tell you something, in here, in January and February, it's freezing, man.
Yep. I thought I was the same last year. Till I put the little diesel heater in, and it's fine.
Steve, have
What's a treat?
you looked in B&Q's? They do a electric blow heater. It's a bit like a fan heater type of thing for standing on the floor. I've got one, and what I've done is I've screwed it to the roof and just directed it down so that it goes down and circulates around.
Yeah, this place isn't mine, and literally, when I say I've got inches between the tools and the car, I literally have inches. And if I could find a way of storing a heater, it would be my next thing.
Yeah.
I've just got rid of. I don't know if anybody, you know, these cyclone boxes. You know, you get. Well, I've just taken mine out because I've got it direct now, and I don't really need it. So the container I might keep, but if anybody wants one of those 10 quid things for nothing.
Yeah, I've got do you know the super dust deputy, the big one?
Yeah.
I've got one of those, so.
Well, I got it like everything. I found the lady when I first started calling, and she had this handbag, and Robert Sorby Patriot Chuck. And I got the two of them for 120 quid, and the Chuck had been used once.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I got it cheap, and I sold the Chuck when I got my new lathe, and I still got the cam back. But it's the old one with just one motor, and it's noisy and big, and
Richard's feed died. Richard's feed died again.
Yeah. So he froze up and vanished.
Right, so that's kind of that done for today. That's as much as I'm going to do with that now. Just go take it out of the.
Brian, you need to put loads of gold foil all over it, mate.
Well, that's what I was thinking, mate. But I'm not doing it now. It's a tiny little bowl. It's about 4 inches across. That's my tape measure.
It looks good, Brian.
It is. It's just it's 4 3/4, and about 2.5 inches deep. Once I take the tanning off the bottom.
Yeah.
But it's got loads
You know what
of
would look
figures
good, Brian? You know what would look good? Curve the
mate.
top over so it's roundish, and then get a texturing tool so you get that kind of rope effect around the top.
All right. But the problem there, Steve, we've got this thin bit.
Yeah.
For that,
All right.
there's an inclusion here, and there's a real thin bit there. I did think about making a groove in there and then filling it with something, gold leaf or something, I don't know. But it wouldn't work because of that.
Best just have a bonfire then, mate. Only kidding.
Don't know. I might actually fill all these cracks with something.
Yeah, you can. I'll tell you what looks good.
Gold
I
resin.
don't know if you ever. No resin. Get brass. You know, like when you turn brass, you can buy it, right? It's like little brass filings, and that and super glue, and you get a really nice effect. You can even dye the super glue, actually.
That's it. Yeah. That with brass.
I have copper, I have brass, and I have bronze.
No, Brian.
And aluminium.
You want brass dust.
That is brass dust.
Is it?
Yeah, that's brass dust.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Martin sells it.
Martin sells it. Yeah, that with that with super glue in it. When you polish the outside surface, it'll make the brass twinkly.
But I've got brass, I've got copper and bronze and aluminium.
Hello,
you know what, Ryan? Try a little bit of each. A little bit of brass, a little bit of
there's still an echo somewhere.
Bronze.
Yeah, there's feedback somewhere.
Yeah, Susie.
I've got loads of room. We could do probably brass on the outside, then aluminium or something on the inside. That would be different, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, not aluminium. It's got to be gold or brass or
silver. Yes, something to go with the wood.
I've got brass and copper. You could do brass and copper. That would do.
See, look,
free
Sunday art school at Steve's. The Wood Dude Art School, open to all.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I got some bargains today. I went to a local boot sale this morning, and I got some calipers.
Yeah.
Cool.
Pound?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute. I mean, these ones here, these are old. I can't quite make out the name of them. It's something in England. Now, you can't see it, but they are really
No.
old.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got those. I've got these ones.
Yep.
And what's the other ones? Now, these ones I like.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're cool.
What's the name of these ones? I mean, they're really heavy. These ones are. Studs, I think it's called. Let's get the camera. You can't see it.
Nah,
It's too dark.
can't
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also got this little 6-inch
Ruler.
Yeah, it's got like hundreds of. You can't see it.
No. It goes out of focus.
Is it? No, never mind. All different measurements on it, but I'm saying I've got all 4 bits for a £5.
That's not bad at all. Yeah.
I mean, these alone, these.
Yeah.
I think these are going to be real brilliant. These ones, but not bad for a £5. And that was a store that was selling nothing but specialised tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, the older stuff is always the better stuff. It's always better made.
Yeah. It's got better build quality.
Yeah. I mean, I picked up these the other day. I got 3 sets of thread chasers.
Nice.
With a couple of handles. I made some new handles. That was 15 quid.
Not bad, was it?
So made up a load of handles. So I'm gonna get into thread chasing. He says when everything else is done. I got about 400 projects on the go. Eh?
Steve, as long as you give him a head start, you can chase him anywhere, mate.
Well, the thing is, I only have limited time because I can't leave anything. So, for example, when I'm doing this, I've just put the gold leaf on. Now, I've painted the gold leaf. Now I have to let that dry, but it has to be in a dust-free area. So it means I've got to take it and put it in my room somewhere and then get on with something else. I can't paint anything or lacquer anything if I'm doing something else, because otherwise everything gets covered in dust.
The after spray, yeah.
So I'm looking for one of my wood turning buddies to put me up. I don't need much, just a car, a maid, a house, a workshop, maybe a foot massage.
Well, Brian's got a big enough workshop.
Yeah,
I know. He's like one of these land barons from the the 1900s. I mean, you see his acreage.
I'm sure that you can take the sleeping bag and sleep on the floor in that lovely big workshop, or on that table he's got over there.
You're muted, Brian. You're muted, mate.
No, I think Brian tried to sort out the background noise, but he might have. You've stopped yourself talking, Brian.
Yeah, I'm back again now.
That's better. Yes. That's it. We can hear you now.
So through that wall, there's a whole what used to be the potting shed.
Yeah.
And where the right on
What more do you want, Steve? You can move in here.
Well, it's now Steve's new abode. We just have the dude's joint. We can put that above the door.
Yeah.
Look, I've got the sign sorted out already. Hang on a minute.
Oh, here we go.
We'll like go and ask Michelle. We'll like go and ask Michelle.
Yeah, thanks for letting me up, Brian. The wood dude, yeah.
The wood dude. Right, I'm going to call quits on this today, guys. Just going to bring this camera on to me for now, just to let people who are in. Oh, I'm there.
Well, before
you go, everybody.
Brian, who are the other two fellas with us?
My name's Doug.
Who?
Doug.
Douglas Mongum. This is Douglas Mongum.
Yeah.
You'll see him in the chat all the time. And this is Stephen the Wood Dude.
Oh, right.
And this is Roy the Boy.
Roy the Boy.
So we can do look, there's Douglas.
Yeah.
And there's Stephen.
I've seen Roy and Douglas in the chat before. I said hi.
And there's Roy. Yep. So there you go, guys. Introduction's done.
On there.
So I'll just pop myself on full screen there. And I just let everybody in the chat see us. Shut up, you. Just go to that camera. That's overhead. Don't want that one. I want that one. There we go. There's a little bowl I've just knocked up.
Very nice.
With a piece of burr.
Yeah.
So it's quite nice. Just a simple
Considering
shape.
what it looked like at the start, Brian, it looks really good.
So I've left the tent on for now because I'm going to do a little bit more to it, a little bit more decoration and mess about a bit more.
Yeah.
But we're going to call it a day because it's 1:45 and Steve will be on at 1 o'clock. Don't want to
Yes, mate.
put into his space.
That's fair
So
enough.
I'll catch you all in Steve's live now. Thanks for coming in and keeping me company this morning.
Nice to meet you all.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Oh, Stephen's fell out again. There he's back again.
Stephen's gone again.
I know he's
gone
fell
again.
out now. He's gone completely now. Don't know what happened to Stephen. But anyway, right, guys, I'll catch you all in Steve's and I'll see you all later. Thanks very much.
Take care, guys. See
I'm
you later.
ending
Bye.
the broadcast
Bye.
now.